pushing them
Josh,
all.
Is that for a
what do you?
segue?
Pushing
Hey,
this
Josh.
button, pushing it,
Hello.
push the button. Up
I
the
recently killed Josh
again. No wait, what? Hold on. Okay.
in in a
Sounds like
game of Call of Cthulhu.
Oh,
what game is this? Is this the Pathfinder game you're in or whatever?
No, it was just a little one-shot Call of
Okay.
Cthulhu thing.
oh, and you killed Josh.
I did kill Josh.
Well, that was rude. Or was it necessary, or was it just rude?
Was it fun?
It was. It was the dice.
Oh, I was gonna say, because my next question is, what did you do to deserve that? Or did he? Horror is unfair. Maybe he did nothing. Wrong place, wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that is exactly how this shit works. Wrong
Gramps
place,
like-
wrong time.
Agreed.
Okay, we're going. Hey
All right.
everybody, we're
All right.
back with another
Hey, everyone.
Company Boys and Cthulhu.
Oh, all right.
Time to die.
So where did we leave off?
That's an excellent question.
So it was
I
Thursday,
believe-
July 18th, when we burglarized that house, and I said, I'm not going back. You guys can go back and talk if you want. And then we did
Yeah,
a little
we
bit on the morning of Friday the 19th with at least Faye finding out about the mezuzah, what it was, and throwing it in the mail. But that was about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nothing substantial.
We started the session last time off by removing Carla's body from the brothel. Then we began investigating down our own avenues. Some of us found tomes that
Yep.
seemed interesting.
You've got that book of mine, Faye.
I do have that book of yours.
Yeah, and so now what we
Not
know so
mine.
far: 3 people dead by what appears to be spontaneous combustion.
Yes.
2 of them had a copy of what we've described as an occult or a grimoire,
That's what Burke's got.
Mhm.
occult text or a grimoire.
Yeah.
The third one may have had one because we found a spot where a book might have been stored, but it was empty.
No. The second one may have had one. We found out nothing about the third one except that they're still he's Jewish and they're still living in the house.
Oh, right.
And somebody woke up.
There was a
fled.
library there, so there might
was a
yeah,
library,
that might have
but-
been there.
It was very well read.
Somebody should probably go talk to that family
Yeah.
and find out what they can. But
That
not
was
me, because I'm not
Yeah.
going back to the scene of the crime. So you guys just good luck.
That was Joshua Schleiman,
Yes.
who is one with his
He's
brother.
dead.
Is in the he's dead. He's in the, according to the sign in the store, he's in the used furniture, used clothing business.
Right. And Hyman Schleiman is his son. And we saw
Yeah,
there was some people who had the newspaper saw in the morning that there was a burglary there.
yeah. He woke up, alerted his mother, and that's where you guys left.
And frickin' Faye sent back the mezuzah with a note that said "whoops" inside of it. So
Sent it. Yeah, sent
I
it
didn't
by-
know what
by
to do,
mail.
and Graham was personally like a little out of it at that point.
I know. Listen, there's really no good way to track that.
no,
Which means if
There's
you
not.
send it by mail, it'll find its way back to them.
my
And
character's
it's
paranoid.
untraceable back to you.
My character's paranoid about that kind of shit. He sometimes
Yeah.
thinks the cops have mystical powers somehow because sometimes they arrest people for seemingly no reason just because they're Irish.
Yeah. Turns out it's less mystical powers and more fucking
Yeah.
racist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We
So,
also know
that-
that there was a another fire company that
Neptune.
had shown up with different
Yeah.
at the different fires, and sort of didn't really put them out, but mainly just waited until they went out to go in and loot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
Neptune
it's entirely
Company,
likely. Yeah, it's entirely likely that if there was a book at the second site, they took it.
and probably the third site too.
It was hard to tell whether the library had been searched.
Okay. Well, it was
Or whether
dark.
it was
We didn't
me.
get a chance to even really look
Yeah,
at
yeah,
anything. We
all
opened the
we know for
door
certain
and then,
was-
"Mommy."
Yeah. All we know for certain was it was a library.
We saw the
There were
burnt
books, there were
carpet.
yeah, and there was a shelf of books, and there was
Mhm.
clearly a desk, so a place to study or to read.
Mhm.
We don't know what was contained in it. It was too dark to read any titles or anything like that.
Mhm. Oh.
And and once again, the issue of the fire, which produced all of that heat, and no smoke, or I should say, very little smoke, and no collateral damage.
Mhm.
So right now we're going with spontaneous combustion. We also know that what's his face? The fellow who works at the brothel.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name right now. Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
We don't know his first name yet. That he identified a man known as Samson, or also known as Lark, who he believes is one of the kidnapping gang.
Johnson said Lark. Faye recognized him as Samson.
Yeah. And you learned where his business is now. So we don't know his home address, but we know that he is still in the import-export business, and that he has an office on Fulton Street.
I found the location.
Yeah.
On that map.
So you know the address of his business. He's since taken on a partner, apparently.
Samson and...
I can't remember the partner's name right now.
South Street and John Street, near Burling Slip, it looks like, on the map.
So John Street.
John Street is what you said.
Where it meets South.
Right. So and that's in the area of Burling Slip.
Wilkerson.
Yeah, Wilkerson's the other guy.
Yeah, it's down by the docks is where
Samson and Wilkerson. Down towards
no surprise.
Brooklyn?
No, it's Brooklyn's across the water.
Right. That's what I meant.
Yeah, and the bridge isn't there yet.
Yeah, there's some ferries according to this map, and that's it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, remember, none of the modern crossings exist yet. Manhattan to Brooklyn or Manhattan to Jersey is all by boat.
Yep.
So today, there's a lot of ways to get across in a car. Not so much here.
1/4 mile. Okay.
And
why would you want to?
Yeah, no, you ferry across. In case you want to go to Brooklyn for some reason.
Speak, Graham.
I'm putting my hand up to be polite because the keeper is speaking. I just want to show that I have a question.
Showing me up.
I was wondering, do we know the names of the 3 victims so far?
Yes, I believe so. Claire Marin was the woman who worked at McCartney's brothel. She's the first to die. Stephen Peters was the second. He lived at the rooming house on, I want to say Mott Street.
No, opposite direction. He was down on Chatham.
Oh, okay. He was the one further downtown. He was the one who lived at a rooming house on Chatham Street. It was in his wardrobe that you found the empty space where the book might have been.
And then finally...
And then Joshua Schleman, who, with his brother, owns and lives above a clothing store. So these three people have nothing else in common. One worked as a prostitute and saved money. One was relatively new in town, allegedly, and no one knew much about him. And one is a long-established secondhand clothing dealer with a family.
And we also established that, at least in Clara Marin's case, there were valuables left about in that hadn't been taken.
Yeah, but
I've established that.
We did get there.
And there's
you guys. Well, remember, you guys were first on that scene.
We did get there.
So it's possible that some of Mr. Peters' possessions were also stolen along with the book. No way to know that.
Unless, well, no, Peters. Schleman, there's people still alive who live there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Sorry,
and we don't know whether whatever happened to Joshua Schleman also resulted in any kind of burglary.
Right.
With these 3 deaths, are journalists connecting them in the paper? Are they saying arsonist serial killer?
No, not at the moment. For the moment, no newspaper appears to have done that. Because fires are, depressingly common. And nobody's really made the connection to the particular type of fire.
No firefighter has leaked to the news that only the bodies have burned and nothing else.
Well, nobody from Neptune Company said so, and I don't believe any of your guys have. So no. If that's going to happen, you have to do it.
Yeah, the only ones who really saw it were me and Burke, for sure.
Yep.
And maybe the guys that dragged the body out. And then we told Tully and Faye.
Yeah, well, and besides, when you guys removed the body, they also wrapped it, which means people who were standing on the street saw basically a rolled blanket come out.
Okay. So nobody knows at this juncture.
So they didn't.
for
They
sure.
didn't have a sense of what the remains looked like when it came out.
Did the other newspaper articles mention the condition of the corpses, or did it just say, this person was burned up and died and blah blah blah? Was it vague?
Yeah, it was fairly vague, which
Okay.
is to
Just
suggest that the
curious.
reporter probably never saw it either.
Right.
In other words, what happened? A fire. Somebody died in a fire. There's no detail in terms of what the remains look like because the reporter probably never saw it. What they learned was after the fact that a fire happened and somebody died. So what you've got is the person who died, the address it took place, fire company that responded to it, how many people died, the lack of other significant damage, and that's pretty much the whole thing.
Here's the hard question, Kevin. How do they get that information in the newspapers? Do we fill out a form, or do we write something down and send it to them? Do newspaper reporters tend to come around and be like, "Hey, what happened to that fire?" How does it work at this time?
Sometimes a reporter will come around.
Okay.
Usually what's happened is, and this has already happened with the last one, for instance, is people who saw it will tell, people will talk about
Just
it.
on the street.
And then a news reporter will ask a few people and then write it up.
So there's no necessarily like official channel that they get these news. Okay.
No.
That makes sense actually in this time period.
Yeah, and sometimes newspapers will also compete with each other to get the news out first. So there'll be guys on the street who will write it up and take it to a newspaper, hoping to sell it essentially,
Gotcha.
or to sell it.
Oh, I can't write. Oh well, darn.
Don't know.
Just say, I have a tip. Give me $1, and I'll give you a hot news tip. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I was thinking I should have a contact in the newspaper to try to make money, but I don't think O'Reilly does.
Yeah, it's a bit of an effort to do that.
Right, and O'Reilly does not do anything that requires much effort.
Yeah. And you're also not
Fair
likely
enough.
you're not likely to be first to any such thing.
Oh, that's true. We're fighting the fucking fire. Yeah.
Yeah, by the time
Okay.
the alarm has gone out, someone already knows there's a fire.
Yeah. Okay, that works.
Yeah,
Just
which means the only thing that
I
you
was
guys
just
get
curious.
is that the news reporting. Okay, which fire company was here? What happened? So you'll, for instance, in the reporting on the McCarthy brothel fire, you'll see that engine company number 1 was the second on the scene, and they were first to send men up the ladder. Pointing out that members of engine company number 1 ascended a ladder and brought several people out.
Was
So
Faye's,
that's
did Faye's name get in the paper?
who's
Mr. Faye, who was doing all the
I was
dramatic
very silly.
movements and he did
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the climbing. What did his
and
name get
you
in the
didn't
paper?
hide you didn't hide your identity, right?
No.
Yeah, so it probably did. Yeah,
Ooh,
because then bystanders who know who you are said, "Oh yeah, that was Conley Faye who was on the ladder."
nice job, Faye.
If only we're in Regency Cthulhu, my reputation might go up.
This is true. And so that's the thing is, remember, while Manhattan is still a big city,
Yeah.
neighborhoods are still neighborhoods. That's something we've lost in the present. A lot of people who live in a neighborhood, they know of one another. So they know the major movers around here. They know who's who. And from your perspective, that means that, for instance, shoe shine boys, Dawson, street sweepers,
Oh, okay.
apple sellers, hot corn sellers, people like that are super useful sometimes as sources of information.
Yeah, there's push cart
They
sellers.
spend all
right?
day on the streets. Mostly
Oh.
they carry things in packs more than carts. You do get some push carts, but the hot corn sellers, for instance, usually just use a bucket
Right. Okay.
or will
Okay,
set up on the
that's
street
interesting.
corner. Same with people selling things like clams, or yeah, the street food. Street food has gotten a lot nicer over the years. The popular street food of choice is hot corn.
Okay.
It's roasted essentially in a bucket and then sold directly. From you basically set it on a corner.
Like on a cob?
Yeah, and you put it in water in a bucket. You heat it up, and then you basically just grab one out by the cob and sell it just like that. So you can carry it by the cob and eat it as you go. So popular, for instance, that a collection of stories about life in New York City was called Hot Corn.
Fascinating.
Like that's how common it is as street food. because we're not yet at the age of things like the hot dog.
Yeah.
Or the knish.
Sausage on a bun? There's no
Or
sausage
just
on a bun?
popcorn.
Or popcorn. Yeah, not yet. Those are not street foods yet. And sausages are generally served on buns. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think the hot dog, that is to say a sausage on a bun, traces its origins back to the World's Fair in 1904. Or maybe I'm thinking of the ice cream cone.
I have
It's another one of the street foods, basically the kind of food that you can walk around with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's probably mostly what O'Reilly eats.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, that's pretty much. He doesn't have a kitchen or anything.
Yeah, the other major food
Thanks a
you
lot,
find
babe.
and a lot of at venues is sandwiches. Like you, for instance, go to a theater and you will find people selling sandwiches because they're easy, they're neat. Because of the bread, you don't get messy eating them.
Yeah.
So you'll find street vendors that will basically sell you a piece of meat and will put bread around it so that you can carry it with you, so you can eat it, while you're going. Anyway, so where to begin then on Thursday? Andy, you've lost audio.
Friday.
Friday.
It's Friday morning. I'm going to work.
Yeah. So that's what we know at this point. There was one other thing, I believe. Oh no, that was right. We got to Samson or Lark, and we know where he is.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the potential connection to company number 6, Neptune. Yep. What's up?
I would like to. Well, you said street vendors. I would like to put out my feelers to see if I can hire any street vendors. Just pass them a few, like a dollar or two, just to keep an eye on Neptune Company.
Oh yeah.
Pay me.
Well, you're working in the daytime.
Well, you're working.
Yeah, what you want of the kids, especially child workers, shoe shine boys, newspaper sellers, people whose neighborhood is whose business area is in and around where Company 6 has their engine house.
Yeah, just to keep an eye on it, give me any feedback, just anything strange happen to come get me and let me know.
Yeah, no role required to do that. That's super easy to do.
Yeah,
although it may take a luck roll to see whether they actually notice anything of importance.
Can I give you some advice, Graham? Don't pay them. Tell them you will pay them for the information. They'll work harder.
Here's the thing. I'll pay them
more.
I'll pay them a little up front.
Here's a quarter.
And then more. Yeah. Quarter. And then 75 when they bring me something in.
Yeah, that's a little money, a nickel or a dime to get their interest, and then more if they bring you something valuable.
See, I'm good for it. Outside of the two areas I would like to surveil with my little friends would be both Neptune Company and also around the business of Sampson and Wilkerson.
Okay. So two distinct neighborhoods, but easy enough to do because you've got people at both places who are there on a regular basis.
Excellent.
Okay. So it'll take a bit of Friday to set that up because you'll need to do a little walking and a little talking.
Mm-hmm.
So between your regular job and that'll take up your Friday probably until dinner time. And remember, there's going to be a Friday night chowder at your station house. We saw what's his face, Duke, I think, making the chowder yesterday. Was it Duke? I forgot who it was. There was one guy there who had started making the chowder. You've lost audio again.
I'm turning off my audio when I'm not in the scenes, so I won't be talking over people because I talk too damn much. Gotcha. I'll find the name of the guy. Okay. Yeah, I think it's. I'll find it.
Anyway, point of the matter is that there's going to be a chowder tonight. So this is essentially what we're catching up on is, what are you doing during Friday during the daytime? So that's you going to work, setting up a network. You going to work. What about the other two of you?
Yeah, Tully will be at work most of the day.
Okay.
Uh,
So you're spending a lot of the day in your office.
yeah.
Anything particular to be done there, or is this just getting
Probably,
other business out of the way?
well, yeah, getting other business out of the way.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got strings to pull if you want them.
Yep.
Yeah, it was Duke.
Okay. And who does that leave us?
Burke.
He
Yes, Mr. Burke. So what are you up to on Friday?
I also think I'm working.
Okay.
Helping stock shelves and loading in any produce that was delivered.
Okay. No problem
I
there.
might even be doing some deliveries.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. So get you out and about a little bit.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wait, your shop does
I
delivery.
work at well, yeah, my I work for my dad's like
Yeah.
grocery store.
There's
That could be.
there's no formal system for deliveries, but a lot of stores have an understanding with some customers or restaurants or whatnot to deliver.
Yeah.
So it's for your better customers. Your dad may be like, well, this guy's an important customer, so go take him his stuff.
That could be a useful excuse in the future for getting us into a building.
Also that, yes.
Is it Burke and Son?
Mhm.
Yeah, and you're quite right about that, by the way. Showing up with a delivery is often an excellent excuse for knocking on somebody's door.
Mhm.
Like, hi, the delivery service here. We have stuff for you. Come and get it. Super helpful. So Friday evening, this is where the whole company will get together for a chowder dinner. Those of you, this is not chowder in the sense we understand it.
Yay.
It's not a fish soup. It's a stew. It takes its name from the pot it's made in, and it's essentially a one pot meal for everybody. In other words, one large pot, you can make enough food for everybody.
Mm.
So it's one giant pot, and then a ladle, and then you grab a bowl and bake as much as you want. And the idea is that there's enough to feed everyone and then some. So you've got the whole company for the most part. Family members are invited. If any of you want to invite family members, some people do. Because it's the one time where people will sometimes invite their family down to see, this is my clubhouse. This is where my buddies. Very few people actually do that.
Yeah.
Mm.
So mostly it's just the boys in the company.
Yeah, I probably do not bring my wife and children around.
Yeah. I mean,
You don't want her around me, man.
Yeah. Yeah. In all fairness, this is also where you can use the kind of language that wouldn't be used in polite company, that kind of thing.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, we're not inviting our wives because we're going to get drunk and use 4-letter words.
Yes.
Needless to say, there's also a fair amount of drinking. And unless anyone is doing anything else in particular, around 10 p.m., where most of you are probably at least a few cups in, people are now well fed. Some people are broken off to play cards or to relax. There's someone knocking on the door.
I'll go and see
Like
who it is.
someone's pounding on your door.
Pounding?
Yeah, like
I'm
they
gonna
want
grab an
attention.
axe and I head for the door, backing up Mr. Tully if he starts to move that way.
Yes.
Pounding on my polished front door.
Yep. So you help yourself to an axe and follow him.
Yeah, I do.
So Mr. Tully, you'll arrive at the front door. Outside, when you open the door, is none other than Caleb Meek, the Neptune Company foreman, and a bunch of his boys behind him.
Caleb.
We need to talk, he says. He looks a lot braver when he's got
I'm
20
turning.
guys behind him.
Can I turn back and I'm motioning for our boys?
All right.
Yep, you go
Like all of
get the
them.
attention of everybody else, and now people
Time
start
to mean
filtering
mug.
downstairs.
Mhm.
Now, do we have a little door in the front of the firehouse, or how's
You've
it
got-
set up?
Basically, you got two doors. One is the garage style door
Right.
that opens. It's not a pull up door. It opens. There are two double doors.
Right.
It's designed for the engine.
Right.
This is a stable door, basically.
Mhm.
And then you've got, of course, the stable itself back there where the horses are kept. So that's how the horses go in and out and how the engine goes in and out. On the same side, you also have a human-sized door.
Okay.
That's the one that has the address on it.
And that's where he was knocking.
That's where he was knocking. So
Okay.
that's for people who want to go in and out when you're not having to take the horses or the engine out.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
So, people just going in and out of normal business. And they're ranged out in the street a bit. Other street traffic is going around them.
They're blocking the street.
Part of it, yeah.
Okay.
Do I see any weapons in hand?
Not visibly. A spot hidden roll would tell you more.
Ooh, can I have one of those too?
Yeah, anyone who's looking out is welcome
Yeah.
to do that. Because none of them are easily visibly armed, but
Hard success.
Fail.
Okay.
They don't look armed to me.
with a hard success, you'll notice that several of them have their hands sort of withdrawn into the sleeves of their coats or
Okay.
hands in their pockets. So it's entirely possible a club, a brick bat, something like that. Like if your hand is withdrawn up your sleeve, it may be because you're holding a brick bat. So
right.
probably half of them have something ready to throw if
I got a
violence breaks out.
success on a spot hidden.
Okay, you'll see the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So with a regular success, you'll notice some of them have hands up sleeves or in pockets. With a hard success, roughly. So
Let's get everything going again here.
Funny story. Then basically, this is kind of about reputation. In other words, he's angry that you're giving his guys a bad name.
Can I get an update on what was missed? I'm sorry.
Oh, that many of them are casually armed.
I did get
And
that, but I don't know that. But
They're
yeah.
angry about the fact that people are saying that you guys upstaged them.
Sweet. If I want to throw this axe, can I use my throw skill instead of the axe skill?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to know that in advance, just in case.
Yeah,
So-
although, in all fairness, if you're throwing that, you're going to be taking a disadvantage die. This axe is not balanced.
yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'd still have a much
Well.
better chance of hitting something with a disadvantage
know-
throw.
This is not intended to be thrown.
Right.
If
Okay.
you want to
Okay.
throw something, grab a cobblestone or a brick bat.
Well, I got some.
Those
shit.
are intended to be thrown.
Well, I would.
How many
I would-
axes does the house have? That's
How many do you need?
Probably a dozen.
Here's
not-
a question that I do have.
So sorry about that, everybody.
You're good.
Is it all right if my character walks with a shillelagh?
Yeah.
Uses a shillelagh kind of as a cane as he walks.
Yeah, walking sticks are very much a thing.
Yeah, but it's definitely a shillelagh.
Oh yeah. Listen, the point of a walking stick is
He's so
it's fashionable, and you can hit people with it.
Yes.
Mhm.
My advice, if your men are upset because they've got a bad reputation, they should take it up with the man who told them not to go and save people.
Who the hell do you mean?
Can I tell him, Mr. Tully?
I didn't
There
tell
was a
them.
fire, and you didn't do anything about it. My men did.
He is looking burning at this point. I'm now behind you. Your guys are now assembling as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Several of your guys, by the way, are now behind the double doors, ready to throw them open
Yeah.
in case they need to launch a mass rush.
I'm gonna move up a little bit and just be, gentlemen. I'm going to interpose myself between the two of them.
It's also
We
worth pointing
are-
out, by the way, that about half the people here are already quite drunk, which is
Yeah.
probably not going to help the talking down if this doesn't turn into violence.
Nope.
I'm ready for the violence. Keep
How
going there.
close is our fire truck
Oh.
to this doorway?
Maybe 10, 12 paces.
So if I grabbed the fire hose as a deterrent, it would reach the doorway.
Oh yeah,
if I sprayed?
We'd have to get
Yeah,
some
you'd have
men. You have to get some men pumping it.
yeah. You'd need people to organize that pumping, and no, at the moment, no one appears to be doing that.
But it's still full of
You
water,
could,
right? The
yeah,
Yeah, the engine tank is full.
okay.
So
you could have a couple guys there like waiting
It's
to go
shiny,
on
too.
your call.
Yeah.
So,
rude, but yeah.
I'm
Listen,
gonna.
fire hoses make very effective weapons.
Mhm.
I'm going to arm myself with a fire hose and have a couple guys
Okay.
waiting on standby.
Gosh darn.
So you're grabbing a few guys and setting this up, which means if this turns to violence, the guys in front will throw the doors open, and then you will aim the fire hose.
Yep.
At their guys in the street.
How effective were fire hoses in
Exactly.
this time period?
You're producing a high volume stream of water.
Well, but I'm saying it's not like today, right?
Yeah.
No.
Well, today you can practically kill people.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a
Here
little
you
less
can
than
generate-
that.
You can generate enough pressure to knock a man down,
All right, that sounds awesome.
especially if you aim it right at them.
Go for the face.
I
If you can knock the eye out of their head with the spray, bonus points.
So I am going to walk up between the two of them and I'm going to say, gentlemen, we are civic servants. It behooves us to work together to keep the city safe. Now, I understand that things didn't play out as necessarily everybody wanted the other night, but we're all in the same occupation. Can't we sit down and enjoy a bowl of chowder in the spirit of fraternity? As I'm trying to charm them and
I love
Yeah,
that, Graham.
fast talk or persuade here would be helpful.
Oh,
If you are going to try to actually talk this thing down.
I was hoping for a charm, but I'll take fast talk.
Because what Mr. Tully has done here is sort of thrown a little gas on the fire.
yes.
I know.
That's what he always
Reminding
does.
these
He's
guys
my
that,
hero.
Fuck you. Yep.
Yeah.
That is. Hold on, I'm not touching it. I
No,
want
we
everyone to
believe
see
you,
this.
Graham. Red
That's
on red is
a-
really hard to read. What is it?
I know, but that's 0-0 and that's 1.
You rolled a
Oh,
crit success.
That's a critical
Nice.
success.
Are those metal dice?
Those are metal dice.
They're really cool looking.
Thank you.
Well, Mr. Meek will take a big step back. He actually thinks for a moment. And, yeah, you know what? He says, maybe you're right.
With my critical success, can I have been holding my bowl of chowder in my hand?
You want?
I will come up next to him. I will take him by the shoulder and press the chowder with the spoon into his hand and put my hand on his shoulder. And I'm just like, see, we are all servants of the city. And as I say that, I would like to quickly just sort of like brush up against him and see if there's anything in his pockets for me to see.
What you'll want is sleight of hand then.
I do
right?
want to slap.
Yes, do
Yeah,
it,
that's all right.
Graham.
Yeah.
Go, Faye. Go, Faye. It's your birthday.
Could I? So I did fail that.
Look, use your
Could I
luck.
push it? Could I push it by at this point going and tripping over myself and accidentally spilling the chowder onto him?
Yeah, or you can use luck, whichever.
Graham,
I don't want to spend.
you should spill it on yourself. If you spill it on him, sorry, that's out of character.
If I spill it on him, it gives me an excuse to be touching him.
Oh, fair enough,
This is
fair
true.
enough, fair enough. I
It
hope he
only
doesn't
piss
take
him off
offense.
again. Because he was about to say something when you pushed up to him like that. And then he, doesn't say whatever he was about to say for the moment.
Fail?
That's a fail.
No.
With a
Darn.
push fail.
Oh,
So
now he's
he
gonna.
pushes-
He's
he-
gonna
He
punch you.
he basically knocks your hand back violently. Now, Caleb Meek is not a big man. He's not much, he's not a frontline fighter himself. But he does push your hand back violently. And while he's about to then sort of starts like that, almost like he's going to make a fist. A critical success will still ride that.
Okay.
And says, next Saturday, Washington Square. We'll settle this like gentlemen then.
Is he saying that? Who's he saying that to?
All of you.
Oh,
In other words, what
okay.
he's doing now is he's challenging you basically to a competition. One of the
Okay.
other things you get in this kind of culture is you'll get what's essentially an athletic
Fights.
meet. It's essentially an athletic meet.
Next
He's
Saturday.
challenging you to meet his company next Saturday at Washington Square for athletics. So there'll be boxing, there'll be wrestling. But instead of it being an all-out melee, it'll be like, okay, one of our guys, this guy here is going to fight one of your guys who wants to step up. And then it'll be a boxing match. This guy here will wrestle the best guy you've got. Send the man up, wrestle our guy. In other words, there'll be fights, but there'll be rules.
And wrestling is also fighting brawl, right?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
using it for different things. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be that kind of thing. There may also be racing, tug of war, possibly something like baseball. In other words, there'll be various types of physical competition.
Yeah.
Some of which will include fighting. But the point is there'll be rules, and when it's over, it's over. As opposed to what this was, which was almost a street fight, where the rules are, there aren't any.
Are his men drunk too?
Some of them, yeah.
Okay.
All fairness, it's a Friday night in New York. The
Yeah,
number of people who are sober is
Right.
smaller than
If
the
they
number
all
of people
showed
who are
up,
drunk.
if they all showed up sober though, that's gonna throw alarm bells in my head. Like,
Yeah.
they were coming to kick our asses. I mean, they were
Yeah, well,
anyway, but
they
they
were
were
anyway.
really
The point is-
planning it. Like, we know they're drunk, and we'll be sober, and it'll give us an edge.
As far as they're concerned, sometimes being drunk is an edge.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these guys clearly came for a fight, which is why they got drunk. So they're in the feeling no pain stage of drunkenness.
Yep.
Which is exactly where they want to be if they intend to start a fight. So you can punch them all day and they won't feel it.
Yeah.
Till tomorrow.
And we'll see you next Saturday.
And with this, they'll march off down the street. One of them starts up a song, and now they're loudly singing and annoying the neighborhood.
I'm closing the door.
And you guys go back inside, close the door, and step back inside yourselves.
Shall we march down to the
I
hearse
like-
and bang on their door?
No,
Yeah,
what we
they-
need
yeah.
to figure out
You-
is
you-
where they source their meat from for their chowder.
I wipe the
Oh.
chowder that I spilled on my own chest with a fumble, and I'm just not a fumble with a failure. I'm just like, well, I'm glad that didn't turn into bloodshed, but
Yeah, you should go
Well,
change your shirt.
yeah, I need to go change my shirt.
Yeah.
But I think we'll figure out.
Maybe I could wash you down since I didn't get to use it.
Yep.
I say we,
Let's not
I
use the
say
fire hose
we-
for that.
I say we figure out where they get their meat from for their chowder, and make sure whatever they get's not the best quality.
Is a Friday night chowder
Right,
pretty
okay.
common for all the firehouses? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fridays or Sundays.
Basically,
Most places hold one either Friday or Sunday.
let's give them a good case of food poisoning.
That's a good idea.
That is so low. I love it.
So that's dirty
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
and
No
untraceable
politician.
if you do it right.
And untraceable.
Yeah.
The important part is it's also untraceable.
Yeah, I like that. Well, we got a whole week. He
Yep.
said next Saturday. Doesn't mean tomorrow.
Yeah, no, you got 8 days.
Okay.
They mean to meet you in 8 days' time.
All right.
Now, of course, they're also, square on your list of people who may be responsible for whatever else is happening here.
Yeah.
So, they're really positioning themselves as the opposition in this one.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
As for you guys, though, anything else to be done tonight?
Well, I'd like to collar Faye and Burke and Tully, probably at separate times, and just find out if any of them talk to the Schlemans.
I don't believe anyone has.
But I would probably say talk. Yeah, I just said talk to the Schlemans.
Yeah.
All right. I was just
No
curious.
No one has done so yet.
That's probably for the best. That's my advice, but
So, in that case, Saturday. Some of you, those of you especially in the retail industry, will very much have business on Saturday. Saturday is the shopping day. So, some of you I know are in retail, there's a lot to be done today during the daytime.
Yep.
Likewise, it's a work day for those of you who work in fields like construction. It is not necessarily a work day for those of you in politics, unless you want it to be. In other
No,
words, you've got time to do something else while the others are getting some work done on Saturday, if you want to.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I probably would be trying to look into Neptune's neighborhood of
Okay.
uh, trying to figure out where they get supplies from.
So that's going to take a little digging.
Yeah.
Actually, let's start with credit rating. Let's talk to businesses
Yep.
and follow the money.
55. Want me to roll it?
Yeah.
All right.
So we're going to go talk to some businesses.
That is a success.
Okay. Like many, they source they generally prefer fish to meat or chowders, and they source theirs directly from the docks, which is where you guys get yours too.
Yeah.
So not one particular location. They'll send a guy down to say Fulton Street, to the Fulton Street Market,
Okay.
and see what fish looks good today and what's good, what's a good price being offered. That's the way you guys usually get yours too.
I'm assuming there's multiple fishmongers down here.
Oh yeah, Fulton Market is essentially the supermarket of fish sales. No, let me rephrase that. The shopping mall of fish sales.
Yeah.
With dozens of fishmongers. I think Fulton Market actually still does that. With multiple fish sellers under one roof. I think they're like the last place in America where they still actually do that. So you've been down there, no doubt.
Yeah.
And on a Saturday, it'll be packed. So really the only way to pull off that plan is going to be to actually follow their guy.
Yeah.
Because they're buying from whoever's got the best selection at the best price, same as you are.
So I pay someone to have a good selection at the best price when their guy comes.
You have to spend a chunk of money
Yeah.
to do that, to see if you can lure them, or get some local kids to suggest one fish seller over another. There are ways to gimmick the game.
Yeah.
But they're complex and potentially expensive.
All right. I don't want to pay for it too far in advance.
Yeah. So unless you're ready to do that right now, probably no need to go further in that right now.
Nah. All right. There's that.
If you are intending to talk to the Schliemann family, today may or may not be a good day to do it.
Yeah, I would assume today's probably not a good day to do it.
They're Jewish. Isn't Saturday a holy day?
It's the Sabbath.
Exactly. So on the one hand, they may not be working or doing anything.
On
the
they're
other hand,
home, but they're not doing anything. But
yeah. On the other hand, there's the issue of Jews doing business on the Sabbath because it's business.
Yes.
Like it's Saturday is the big shopping day, so if you take the religious holiday and don't do business, you're losing out, and your competitors are not. So, in a lot of cases, practicality trumps over religion. So you may or may not find them there of a Saturday afternoon.
Fulton Market is right near John Street too, guys.
Yes, it is.
Like one street over.
Well, yeah. That's
Just
where many of the shippers have their office, wait for it, down by the docks.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that's also close to what's-his-face's house. Sampson and Westinghouse or whatever.
That's not his house, that's his office.
No, I know.
That's where the company does business. We don't know where Mr. Sampson lives. We know where his business office is. Although there you might also find his home address. Especially if there's anywhere in the office any correspondence. So you might be able to learn his home address from there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So another potential place to visit on a Saturday afternoon.
Or Saturday night.
Or Saturday night, if you want to be more clandestine about it. Which actually may not be either.
Do my Baker Street irregulars get back to me at all?
Make a luck roll. See if they've learned anything of value. Really, this is luck. There's no way you can control this.
That is a hard success on luck. Actually, hold on, 20. Yeah, hard success on luck. Just shy of an extreme success.
Okay, with a hard success, you'll get something from each side. As for the Neptune company, They are on Saturday. They're apparently holding some kind of parade or party or something. And your friends can tell you they were seen marching out to the Hoboken ferry with guns. They're probably going on a shooting expedition. In other words, they're taking some rifles, some targets, and a keg. And they're going to go out and pretend they're a militia. This is a thing people do sometimes. So officially, they are drilling for drilling in preparation for when they will be called to defend the city from foreign attack. Realistically, they're going out to Hoboken to shoot targets and get drunk.
Hoboken's in Jersey, right?
Yeah, it is.
And they're doing this today.
They're doing this today.
So the house is empty.
Likely so, yeah. So that's one thing. Their station house may be unoccupied today.
That's Neptune Company again?
Yeah. And as regarding Wilkerson and Sampson, they are definitely open on Saturday. And one of your compatriots saw Mr. Wilkerson inquiring down at the docks and speaking to a ship owner.
Did they happen to get the name of the ship?
The ship or the ship owner?
Both, potentially.
Actually, they did not get the ship owner, but they got the name of the ship, Belfast.
Belfast.
Yep. She's currently at slip number, 41 on that side, I think. I forgot which side the numbers are on, but they'll get you the right slip number. The east side. In other words, they know what slip it is and what ship it is. They don't know who he met there, but they saw him boarding a ship. Then, about 30 minutes later, coming back. Now, given that he's in the import-export business, this is completely non-suspicious. But they said you wanted to know, so could be totally legit business.
And we know that Johnson's suspicion is that they're selling to slavers. So
yeah, so this could be the kidnapping club arranging for transportation of victims. It could be legitimate business.
Still worth looking into.
Yeah, no way to tell from just that information. No way to tell.
Is there any legal way to get the ship's destination or anything, or where it's supposed to be shipping to?
In theory, where things are coming from should be known to the harbor master.
I was thinking
and customs house. In practice, both of those officials will tend to ignore all of this.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
As the job of working in the customs house consists of accepting bribes to not show up for work. For the most part.
I want that job.
Yeah, it's a great job.
How do I get that job?
Actually, it's very easy to get the job. You provide material to support to politicians who are elected to city office.
Hey, Tully, I need to talk to
you. Even better, you provide material to support to people being elected president. And then they assign you the position of controller of the customs house of New York, and then you make millions of dollars for not showing up, and you hand off those jobs to your friends. That is how you get that job.
I'm friends with the wrong people.
You are, yeah. It would help to be friends with the president.
Who is that right now? I'll look it up. Go ahead, Graham.
I think it's Paul, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's how you get that job. You be friends with very powerfully connected people.
I think that presents two avenues of attack. Either we could try and track down the captain and see if we can interview him, or we could potentially ask Tully to bully the harbor master using your position.
Yeah.
Of course, while I'm after I've finished business, I'll seek out Tully and share my findings with him.
Okay. So the point is that when you guys are done with your assorted work, these are options.
Yeah. I would head by the Schlamans to see if they were doing business that day or not.
As it turns out, they are.
Okay.
So the store is open, and inside you will find behind the counter is a woman. I'm guessing that's Mrs. Schleman.
Yeah.
Who is
They are garment sellers.
they deal in secondhand garments.
Secondhand garments.
So they
okay.
buy and sell clothing.
Hmm.
And she will greet you as you come in. There are several other customers here. In other words, it's a busy day.
Okay.
So these are the kind of Jews who put business over religious scruples.
Okay.
As in, we're Jews. Also, we have bills to pay, so we're open when people are shopping. Like, say, now. So when you'll be able to make your way to the counter in between other customers. So you'll basically, take a spot, wait a moment while she cashes out another customer.
Well, is there like anything on display at all, or
stuff is essentially all folded and placed on tables and whatnot.
okay?
You don't find things like mannequins yet.
Yeah.
So stuff is suit jackets and whatnot. Some of them are hanging, others are folded. So suit jackets and dresses tend to hang. Things like shirts, waistcoats, breeches tend to be folded.
Okay.
And people are going through them and inquiring as to the price of various things.
Yeah, I'd be spending some time looking at the, what's hanging, because I would assume that's probably the nicer stuff.
It's just basically by type. So like suits are hanging, for instance, whereas things like breeches and waistcoats are not.
Yeah.
You don't need to really see the cut of a waistcoat or a pair of pants as much as a suit jacket or a dress.
All right.
And the place is pretty full. I mean, there's a lot of stock here. And of course, it's all haggling. Everything, how much is this? She'll give them a price. They'll ask about better. It's not the modern shopping experience where everything just has a price tag and you just walk in and pay for it and leave.
Yeah.
So
I miss haggling.
It's all about how much you can sell or buy a thing for. Some people are also here to sell.
Yeah.
They have clothing they either don't want or don't need. And it's also very clear for some of you'll see the occasional person here who are selling things to pay the bills or just to buy more booze.
Yeah.
Like at the bottom of the ladder is the drunkards who are selling what's left of their clothing to buy alcohol.
Yeah. I guess before I'd ever go to the counter, I'd grab a nice jacket that's hanging or something.
Yep. And then that'll be able to engage her in conversation. You ask how much it is. She'll give you a price on it.
Yep.
And that'll start. So it's going to be a bit. So let me simplify a bit and see what is it you're looking for here. Because of course the haggling will go on for a bit, conversation, politeness, so on.
Yeah, it's like, did I read in the paper that there was a fire here?
You did, yes. Last week. And she just sort of like, several of the customers give you a look that says she's not talking about that. And then someone actually, an older woman, to you very quietly, her husband died.
My apologies, ma'am.
Oh, no, not at all. You find a new way to live is what you do.
If you ever need anything, you can find me. I'm sorry my men did not make it on time to save him. I
thank you.
And I'll put down $5 more than what she's asking.
Okay. Yeah.
A good day to you, ma'am.
Thank you. And she'll take the money. You leave with a second-hand suit.
Yeah.
It's a suit.
It's a suit.
You could wear it or give it to somebody.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah,
I probably would give it to Kevin O'Reilly. He needs a good suit.
This is true. He could use a suit.
He needs a suit. Yes.
We got to bury him in something.
Yeah, this is also true. Listen, if you die, you need a good suit.
As long as I go down fighting.
Yeah. Keep it nice.
So one, they do clearly work on Saturday. They're open on Saturday. Two, the business is called Schleman Brothers.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the other brother is already dead. There's no evidence of him.
There's no showing of a brother here.
Yeah. So I'm guessing both of the Schleman boys are dead now.
Yep.
And now it's Mrs. Schleman who is now running the business.
And that's the 14th ward.
North of 5 Points. I don't have a map handy.
Yeah,
that's
what's
Ward
the corner?
14.
Was it Mott
Ward
and
14.
I think it was at Hester.
Mott
Yeah,
Hester.
44
Where the hell's
Hester.
Hester.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is
So,
Hester
yeah.
on this map?
14th ward is fine.
Yes, Mott.
So not.
Yeah, it's 14th
Yeah.
ward. That's correct. Just
Yeah, not
north
your
of us,
district.
like a block
Yep.
out of our ward.
And
Yeah.
that's like 14th ward isn't Neptune's, right? Or is that
No.
is Neptune's?
Neptune is 5.
Yeah. Okay.
They're west of us, just northwest of us. We established that. We haven't been over there much yet.
Okay.
And
So, didn't get much else out of that, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Other than, now you've made yourself a friendly face there.
Yep.
Well, that'll do. Okay, so Saturday night then. I think we said you had two real good options. Wilkerson and Sampson. Or if you're planning on having a look at Neptune Station House, Saturday before they get back is a good time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
As your informant told you, they left this morning with their rifles and their targets
Yep.
and a keg of beer.
so
Mm-hmm.
when they do this, do we have any idea when they usually get back? I mean, is it late at night or the next morning?
They'll probably catch the ferry around evening. So in July, that means around 9 o'clock.
Okay.
In other words, they'll probably
Okay.
keep shooting until it's too dark to shoot,
Right. And then try to catch the ferry.
and then they'll catch the ferry back. So realistically, you can probably expect them to arrive between 9 and 10 p.m.
Okay.
So if you get there by about 7 or 8 p.m., you should have time.
Should we split the party to cover more ground?
I don't know what you're asking. What we meet at the firehouse then? There's usually food at the firehouse, right? And I'm hoping to schmooze and sleep another night here. So I'm always there after work.
Yeah, and there's
Cleaning.
leftover chowder, there's leftover bread.
Oh, I'm eating and then cleaning.
Those of you who own groceries might have brought something as well.
Oh yes, bring
So,
something. Not that
yeah, there's-
molasses though.
You'll find food options here.
I definitely go straight to
Enough.
the firehouse after
Yeah.
work every day for food.
Yeah, enough to eat.
And then I clean the place. I clean whatever needs cleaned because I'm so proud of my firehouse. So I'm
Uh,
Kind of
there.
your thing.
If you guys come to the firehouse,
yeah,
Good.
we can reconvene the group, and I just sort of lay out what my a network of urchins brought to me. Gentlemen, as I see it, there are two modes of investigation for right now. We can either examine the Neptune Company's station house while they are currently out of town, drunkenly shooting at a barrel, or we could try and make some kind of contact with the captain or owner of the Belfast, which seems to have some connection to Wilkerson and Sampson. I propose that we split our efforts so that we can achieve both in the same night.
so all right.
I think I'm better
I'm
at
not.
schmoozing, better at talking, so I would volunteer to try and track down the captain.
All right. Good job, Mr. Fay.
Okay, is anyone going with you?
Would anyone like to come with me? I would like one other person to come with me at the very least, so I don't die.
I'll join you.
I
Wonderful.
was thinking that Kevin and I might want to go and have a little look at the other firehouse.
I think that's a capital idea, Mr. Tully.
All right, Mr. Tully, I'll go with you. Let's go.
Okay.
I've eaten. I'm
before-
happy.
Before they go, do I know the shoe shiner or food vendor who I specifically asked to watch the Neptune house?
You probably have several people to do so.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to give them a couple names of the different kids around that area, and tell them, offer them a full dollar
God damn.
on me, if they play lookout for you while you're in the station house to give you a chance.
If any of them are still on the street at this point.
If any of them are still on the street. If
By this point, a lot of them have finished their workday and have wandered off to theaters or coffee and cake houses or whatnot to spend what little they've got.
Yeah, if you happen to see any of them, you can tell them that Faye is good for $1 if they watch for Neptune Company coming back early. But only if you see them.
Okay, so who do we want to start with then?
I'll start with them because I gotta go to the bathroom.
Perfect.
Good
okay,
luck.
so
I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay, so remind me again who's on which side then?
I am on team captain.
Okay, and likewise, Mr. Burke.
So we're going to the boat, right?
Okay,
so captain or to the dock.
Well, first we're going to the docks to see if we can find the name of the captain.
Yep.
And then from there, we'll see if we can track them down.
Well, you know where the ship is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to remember which is the correct pier number for that side.
You said 41 originally.
41 was the...
Yeah, it's 41 over. Is still over by. Oh no, it shouldn't. 41, I think, is actually. No, it's too far uptown, I believe.
It's near him, right? It's near the.
Yeah.
The
so
shipper.
Actually, yeah. No, we want probably, let's say, pier number 11. No, I make that 17.
Assume, Graham,
near
I assume
Fulton
we're
and John
decked
Street.
out in our civvies.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
I'm wearing my stovepipe hat, tilted.
Yep.
A little playfully.
You're so fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, my good brick.
So, two of you make your way down to Pier 17, and there's the ship you're looking for. If you want to start right there, Belfast. She's a square-rigged. I guess you'd call that a sloop. That's the right term. Don't quote me. Naval terms, sir. You really need to be an expert. Anyway, it's a two-masted ocean-going ship. So she's relatively small. Ships like that are ocean-going, but many of them are actually built for the coastal trade.
It's probably a schooner, then.
Possibly. I'm not going to look it up right now. Point is, as ships go, she's relatively small for an ocean-going ship.
Oh, sorry. You go first.
Oh, and she's docked at the moment, gangplank out. There doesn't appear to be any activity. A lit lamp hangs from one of her yardarms. And there's no visible activity on deck.
Is she high in the water, or is she laying low in the water?
Unless
Can
you know
they
much
tell?
about, unless you know much about sailing, it would be hard to tell.
Make her lie low.
Is there anything you want to do, Burke?
I guess I'd like to do a immediate spot hidden or just look around the area.
So you're casing the area, in other words.
Basically casing, because I want to see are there rotating security, or is this super quiet and we can't see anyone?
I'm sure a spot hidden roll then. We'll take in the environment. What is to be seen here that's not immediately apparent, if anything.
So I think this place is so empty with a 94. We're totally in the clear. There's no sense of harm.
It's not a fumble, though. It's not a fumble.
Yeah, well, there's several ships. Several ships are tied up here. There's no visible activity on most of them. On one ship, 2 slips over, you see a couple of lights on deck, possibly some men smoking. In other words, it's a Saturday night. Most of the sailors are probably off getting hammered.
Do you point out the two men smoking?
Yes, so I'll point out
They're on the
there's a
deck of another
couple
ship.
there's a
Mhm.
couple lights and a couple late night smokers.
In that case, I'll walk over to them, writing off
Okay.
your failure.
Yep.
I just wave at them. Good evening.
They'll wave back.
Excuse me. Can I have a moment of your time?
Another one, you mean? And the two of them laugh hysterically, like that was really funny.
Very clever, gentlemen.
Oh,
Playing it up a little bit for them. I say, see, the other night I lost a good deal of money to a captain, and I've come to make honest on my loss. Unfortunately, I was so inebriated at the time that I did not catch his name. I did, however, catch the name of his boat, the Belfast. Would you happen to know his name?
Actually, you know what? Make yourself another luck roll.
So
These guys do. Either of
just
these guys have that
thinking,
piece of knowledge.
are we saying to these two strangers that we have a ton of money and we are lost?
yes, you just said that.
Yeah.
Literally,
For-
my pockets are full.
Fortunately, they're sailors and probably not thieves.
Yeah.
It's a good thing
The
they're not
sailors
thieves.
are all hiding in the shadows behind you.
Hard success.
Yeah, no, the sailors are mostly, honestly, over on South Street getting fucking hammered. Is where most of them are on a Saturday night. And when they're done with that, they are heading their way to the brothels further down on like Governor Lane.
Mm.
And then into the 5 Points and whatnot. No, they have a full evening planned.
Mm-hmm.
Many of them will not be back before dawn.
Mhm.
It's going to be fun if you're into that sort of thing. With a hard success, yeah, that would be Captain Homans. Haymans?
Holmans.
Heyman? Heyman. They agree it's
Heyman?
pronounced Heyman.
Captain Heyman.
It took them a bit to agree that Heyman is how you pronounce it.
Thank
And
you so
pointing
much,
out that
gentlemen.
the Belfast is just two slips down. You'll find
Mhm.
it right there.
Excellent. Thank you. And I turn back to Burke and I pat him on the shoulder like, job, old man.
Well, all right then. Well, now you have a name. Not sure if that helps much, but here we are.
A name helps quite a bit.
Now what?
Okay, Burke, what do you want to do with the information that we have so far?
We have a name and we know where the boat is.
Mhm.
Well, you knew where the boat was to start. All you've added to that knowledge is a name.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, like, do we know where this guy hangs out on a Saturday night?
We don't, but would we happen to know where? I mean, I'm in the import business. Would I happen to know where captains tend to hang their boots on a Saturday night?
You're right. You're in the business. You could think of a dozen places.
Which one would be the closest?
That depends on which direction you go in.
Hmm.
Because at the end, once you reach the end of the pier, you've got 3 options.
Mm-hmm.
All of them lead to potential places.
Right. In that case, I just guide Burke on a bit of a pub crawl then, as we are crawling to find the captain.
Okay. So, let's see. I'm actually have to remind myself of which skill sets we have.
I assume we take like a very cursory glance at his supposed office building, but we assume like he's not there.
You can certainly
Is there
walk by
another?
you can certainly walk by the office,
Mhm.
and no, there's no light on at this hour.
No.
It's a 2-story structure with a shed out back. Basically, there's an alley
Mhm.
next to it with what appears to be a shed behind it, possibly an outhouse.
Mhm.
But
This is Wilkerson and Sampson?
yes, it's closed at the moment. There's no light on, but there is a sign on the door that says Wilkerson and Sampson Import Export, and the street number. So it's got basically a plaque indicating what it is.
We just had to, I just thought we had to check in the off chance.
Yeah,
Good
Very
idea.
low chance, but
yeah,
still.
no, nobody's there at the moment. No surprise at this hour. You'd honestly be very surprised if someone was there at this hour. As for you guys, if you're planning on a bit of a pub crawl,
Mm-hmm.
well, it's just a matter of hitting up enough places until you find Captain Homans,
Mm-hmm.
which means what you're going to need is a Constitution check. As in,
Excellent.
because you'll need to have at least a drink at each place you stop.
Mhm.
Oh yes.
It would be
How's
rude
your
to walk into a
Constitution?
place and not buy a drink.
How's your
So,
Constitution?
Regular success.
okay, so you're not too badly off. And
Mhm.
Mr. Fay,
Could I have been paying for his drinks?
you will need to
And-
be. If you're not drinking yourself, you're going to start to get a lot of ugly looks.
That's
You
true.
don't go into a tavern and not order something.
What if he just buys
Peer
a drink
pressure,
and he
peer
sits with
pressure.
it for a while and then just leaves it behind?
People will also notice.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, there's no place to put it because there's really no place to sit.
That's a failure for
These
me.
places
then.
don't have tables. You go to the bar, you take your glass. There's no place to put it down until you finished it.
So you
They cannot
are
hold
getting
liquor.
hammered.
A little bit.
So you're starting to feel it, yeah.
I'm
And by
looking
the-
up the rules for you, Graham.
So by the time you guys find Captain Heyman, you're starting to feel it. You'll find him in a place that calls itself the Waterside, which is really, that sign really speaks to delusions of grandeur. As in, this is not some upscale, exotic waterside cafe. It's a bar. Same as the literally thousands of others. It just has a nicer sign.
Mm.
The man behind the counter is almost certainly an older sailor. The tattoos are a dead giveaway. And many of the people here are sailors. You've also got a sprinkling of women. Some of them are probably sex workers. Others are in the sailing business, chandlers, rope makers, and whatnot. By this point, you've made it. By the way, by this point, you've also made it most of the way to Bowery.
As we step inside, do we like stand out immediately?
People will look, but nobody really cares.
Mm.
As in, anyone is welcome here. But understand this is a sailor's bar, so do something that's going to start a fight, and you're going to start a fight. Like, come in here and criticize people's choice of tattoos, and you're going to start a fight.
So we have a name, but we don't know a face. So
Yeah, don't know what it looks like.
I think we're gonna go up to the bar and ask.
Yeah, so you get yourself a drink. The man behind the bar can point you to Captain Heyman.
Mm.
He is standing with a group of people. 2 women, 3 men.
Mm.
One of the men has taken his coat off, rolled up his sleeves. You can see the Polynesian-style tattoos on his arms and on his neck. So he's been to the Pacific.
Cool.
They are busy drinking. So you're going to have to interrupt what appears to be a lively conversation. Or an argument. It's hard to tell.
Can we overhear what they're talking about?
You'd need a listen roll, given how loud this place is.
All
So
right.
yeah, you can move basically next to them and listen.
I shall try that. No, I got 100, literally.
Yeah, you're
Oh
hearing
no!
you're hearing nothing of consequence here.
Are you? So it was a 000?
Yeah.
Oh, good God!
That's a fumble. He should be hearing some
That's a fumble.
some things that really fuck him up.
Yeah, there's nothing to be heard here that's that awful. Unless you consider, someone's description of the worst sex they ever had.
We're definitely selling those slaves soon in our
Yeah,
ship to
God,
Belfast.
My Puritan heart.
Failure.
Okay, so you can't hear what they're saying because they are not the only people. You know how in a room when people are talking loud, everybody else starts talking louder?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I completely
Yeah, that's what's happening.
understand.
That's what's happening here. So the volume of conversation is going up and up and up at this point. Eventually, what's going to happen is there'll be a moment of quiet, and then it'll reset.
Mm.
At the moment, the volume of conversation is going up. At the moment, one of the women is speaking and is gesturing as she does so. And hear a word she's saying.
Interesting. Okay. I'm at this point, a little sloshed. I'm just going to put my hand on Burke's shoulder and say, my dear Burke, I have a wonderful idea. I have a very clever idea. I have an absolutely amazing idea.
Can you share this wonderful idea?
Would you want me to share it, or do you want to see it work first and then you can applaud me?
I kind of want to just go ahead.
Excellent.
So,
Barkeep.
you'll go back over. He'll eventually get his attention when he's done serving the people he's serving, and then what do you need?
Get me 2 of whatever Captain Heyman is drinking.
Sure. He has to think for a moment.
Question.
And then pours out 2 glasses of what I'm guessing is gin.
Excellent.
And hands them to you. Takes your money.
Okay, and I have a credit rating of I can manifest $5.
Oh yeah, you're well within what's your credit rating again?
Is that a nickel?
Yeah, my credit rating is my credit rating is 30.
So you can afford a night like this.
Yeah, but what
you're wealthy enough to go out drinking some nights. You haven't done so in a couple of nights, so
yeah. What I'm specifically wanting, I have like enough pocket change right now to have like enough of like a sizable amount, like a couple bucks. Okay, and that's great.
Basically,
so I'm going to take
all your rolls are 1 difficulty higher, Graham, with that failed con.
Perfect. I'm going to take the 2 cups, and I am going to walk up to Heyman.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, Captain Heyman, terribly sorry to interrupt what seems like a stimulating conversation. Good evening, my dear.
And they're all, of course, looking right at you. As for the man himself, he's got the kind of complexion we call weather beaten. Like the permanent kind of leathery tan of someone who spent a lot of time in the tropics. About your height. So, neither particularly big nor small. And if you're paying close attention, you are not, although Mr. Burke may be. You'll also notice that
I'll be keeping an eye on him.
Yeah, that he's got what is very clearly 2 of the fingers on his left hand are curled. Like at some point he broke them and they didn't heal right, or they're mangled or something. But he clearly suffered an old injury to 2 fingers on his left hand that has never healed right. Do I know you, he says?
Of course you know me, and I immediately take the money that I have, like the equivalent of like a crisp $5 bill, and I hold it up to him, looking at him confused, like I saw you from across the bar. I'm here to settle our debts from last time.
He thinks a moment, and it's pretty clear he's also a little hammered. I just made him a con roll, by the way. Sure, that sounds great.
I lost you fair and square, good sir. I'm a man of my word, and I hand him the money.
Okay. And what do you think of that, dear? Turning to the woman, who says, okay. Like, she doesn't know you either, but she's willing to play along. If you're going to hand him money, he's willing to play along.
I think our neighbor just got taken.
Oh, shit, that's a problem.
Yeah, like, ambulance outside just left.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks.
Making sure that you're aware. And
okay, thank you.
For interrupting, just...
Are you okay?
Yeah, apparently our neighbor just went to the hospital.
Oh shit.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Apparently an ambulance came and took them.
Oh, no.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, he's taking the money. She's happy with it. His friends are like, they're not going to get in the way if someone wanted to give him money. They're not
Yeah.
going to, if they don't remember, they're not going to say anything right now.
And that's when I hand him the second drink. And here's interest.
And he'll take that and hammer it down.
Yeah.
Because he's already kind of drunk.
I don't mean to impose, but my friend and I were just here. We're doing a bit of a crawl.
All right.
We join your party?
Yeah, no, please, it's fine.
Right.
It's fine. Miss
And
Kelly,
I step in.
Miss Kelly, he hands the woman the 5. Bring us another round, would you?
Mhm.
Handing her the money and sending her to the bar, as in I buy, you go.
I just quietly whisper to Burke, and I just say, "Don't use your real name."
Copy that.
So you've now joined a party of Captain Heyman and his people.
Mhm.
You'll probably be here for a little bit. So again, I simplify a bit. From this guy, what you'll get basically is he's involved primarily in the Caribbean trade.
Mm.
As in, he makes his most common run is back and forth to either Barbados or Bermuda, where he deals primarily in molasses.
Mm-hmm. Do I believe him?
It's as good an answer as any. There's no way, I don't think, to know whether he's telling the truth or not. I mean, he's got the sort of tan look of a man who spent a lot of time in the tropics. So there's that. Could he also be involved in a side business and say kidnapped people?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, he could.
Mm-hmm.
So if he is, this is good cover for it.
Mm-hmm.
So everything you're pointing to suggests that if he is connected to the kidnappers, it would fit. In other words, you're seeing no evidence that he is, but you're seeing nothing to rule out the possibility that he is.
It's a good fit, even if it's not what is actually happening.
Yeah. And of course, if he's on his way to the Caribbean, it would be easy for him to put in at like Newport or Charleston or somewhere to deliver kidnapped people. So he's well positioned. If he is part of the kidnapping club, he's well positioned to help them transport kidnapped victims.
It's the molasses. Molasses is evil.
Agreed.
Just outside of game,
Mhm.
the thought came to mind that if we used fake names, for an alibi, what if I was Kevin O'Reilly? So, if anyone asked, hey, anyone snooping around the firehouse? No, of course not. Kevin O'Reilly was seen at this bar.
It's a terrible idea, but I love it.
It is a terrible idea.
Go
But
for
why
it.
not? Sure. Although, in all fairness, how many people with that name are floating around Manhattan at this point?
Half of them.
This is true.
Yeah.
And you don't look like our Kevin O'Reilly. But to that point, I opened the door for us. Burke, how do you want to proceed? You're the one who isn't drunk.
Yeah. So you've got a shot at driving this in the direction you want to, because you're the only one in the crowd who's sober.
Well, I'm the only one who can hold my beer. I'm still drinking.
Okay. Just, here's 7 or 8 people standing around drinking, and you're the only one who isn't drunk.
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing a good job tonight.
Mm-hmm. Good job, Burke.
Pacing yourself, moderating.
But does Faye realize
I'm
he's
just trying
drunk?
to...
Or is he thinking that he's so clever that even drunk he'll be fine?
I think I'm very clever.
Oh, we know he's clever. But anyway, is there anything else you want to do with this while you're here?
I'm just trying to figure out what is our what are our ultimate goals talking to this guy?
Well, I
We're
believe.
trying to.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
sorry.
Okay.
Well, we're trying to figure out whatever they know about Wilkinson and Sampson. We're trying to figure out if there's any connection to Neptune Company,
Hmm.
and we're trying to sort of just like pick up if there's anything, for lack of a better term, weird about this guy.
Hmm.
Yeah, the attack of Miss McCarthy occurred at the same time as Neptune Company was doing their thing.
Hmm.
We don't know if there's a connection yet, and I think that's where what Graham's following up on.
Yeah.
Or he
Yeah.
just wants to help Johnson and find out who's transporting these kidnapped kids so we can sink their boat and murder them all.
I still think there's a non-insignificant chance that the arson and the attack on the owner of the brothel were two crimes happening independently of each other
Right,
in the
it could be
same
that
building,
too.
and that excites me. It's all on you, Josh.
That is so unfair, Graham.
I did my part. I got us here.
Okay, well, tell you what, if you want to give it a moment's thought, we can jump to the others. This is a long conversation, so you have time to think.
Let's jump.
Okay, so you guys need time. That was a cat, I think.
Meow.
Oh, that was Jude. Okay, hi, Jude. Hi, Jude. Okay. I don't know where Jude is right now. Anyway, so the other two of you guys go up to, what is it, 5th Ward?
Yeah.
Yes.
To
On
the station house of company number 6.
On the way, I'm asking Mr. Tully what we're going for. Are we stealing something? Or what are we trying to find out? What does he want to get done is what I'm going to ask him as we're making our way there before we get there.
I'll see if we can find anything that might help us with these spontaneous combustions. If we can find anything odd,
Those little books.
maybe some little books.
Okay.
But if some things happen to fall into pockets,
Or
Okay, then.
any sabotage?
not yet.
Some poison? Something make them sick
Not-
in their food? We're just seeing what we can see. It's a scout. We're scouting. We're
Yes.
scouting. All right. Fair enough.
All right, then.
Okay.
So, their station house, much like yours, actually. 2-story structure with the same set of doors. You know, you got the double doors for their wagon, and then the single door.
Okay.
They also have a backyard, as it were, which contains 2 sheds and an outhouse. The outhouse is actually connected to the sewer system now,
Oh, nice.
so you can flush it.
Do we have a flushable outhouse at our place?
Not yet. You're part of.
Not yet.
Remember what
Working our way
what
there.
you're
They're in the
doing.
middle of it.
Yeah, remember you're
Yeah.
part of the construction project to lay those sewer pipes.
Oh, they got it first.
So they
Okay.
got- Because apparently their alderman pulled some strings to get the construction done there first.
I'm assuming there's back door that leads to this yard as well.
Yes. So you
Okay.
could loop around and go in that way.
Yeah,
So
we're
you've
walking
also got-
around. I want to walk around the place
Yeah.
first once, just to get a
Yeah.
feel.
Well,
They all-
is there anyone hanging about?
Yeah, any smoke?
As for the back door, they also have a horse-sized rear door. They can bring their horses in through the backyard if they want to,
Okay.
whereas your horses go in through the front.
Okay.
So
I hate to say it, they've got a little bit of a nicer house here.
they do. Their facilities are a bit nicer than yours. Your engine is probably better furnished than theirs,
I bet it's
as you guys lavish more time and attention on
I
it.
bet it's not as clean as ours either. I clean that whole place all the time.
Probably not. As for smoke, there is none. That doesn't mean nobody's here. On a July night, you wouldn't need a fire to keep warm.
Just to cook.
So no one is cooking at the moment.
Gotcha.
But the lack of smoke doesn't tell you that the place is currently empty.
Do they have a bell?
Yeah, they do.
Damn. Okay.
There's no visible lights inside.
It's not really dark yet, is it? If we're
Not
there
really,
by
no.
around what time is it? Is it around 7 o'clock?
Yeah, about a quarter to 7:30, maybe.
So it's pretty
So
well
the
light.
the sun is starting to set, but you got those long summer sunsets.
Mm-hmm.
200 years later, you'd be in almost complete darkness because of the tall buildings.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not. So you've got some light. You're not seeing any light inside though, so no one has lit a lamp inside,
Okay.
and there's no visible motion at any point. Where there's a few windows, especially in the upper level.
Oh God.
No visible motion. So if there's anyone inside, can't tell from out here.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, let's head into that backyard.
Well,
Is there anybody out?
let's
Anybody
see if
out and
anyone's.
about on the street?
Let's see if
The
anyone's.
street, at this hour, there's always traffic on the street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if anyone's inside first.
But it's easy to well, how would you know that? You can move
Go
the
up
gate
front
go
and
to
knock.
backyard.
I'd go up front and knock on the front door and just see if anybody answers.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're not probably going to recognize me, are they?
They depending on who it is, they might.
Okay. That's okay. Wait here, Mr. Tully. Stay out of sight.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go knock very nicely at the front door and see if it's answered.
Okay. Actually, yes. A man answers the door.
Do I recognize him?
Yes, actually.
So he probably recognizes me.
Probably, yeah.
It's
this is
next
the-
Saturday, right? Not today.
Yeah. This is, as far as you know, Jedediah Clark.
Uh-huh.
He is a member of Neptune Company.
Okay.
Apparently, he's the guy they left to mind the house.
Right.
And when you say that, it's like, yeah, that's right. It's next Saturday.
That's what I thought. And then I just turn and walk away. Like, I
And
fucked
you can
up.
see him lean out like,
Yeah, I
fuck?
just walked down the street like I didn't know what day it was,
Yeah.
and so I'm double checking. But I don't
yeah,
want
and
to
you
look
can see
stupid.
and you can see the what the fuck it look on his face.
Tully probably can't. I just walk
As he
like I'm-
leads out and watches you walk
like
away.
I'm heading back towards 6th Ward.
Okay, so now you know you've got one probably.
Yeah, somebody, and that's what I go
probably
tell
one man
Tully.
inside.
Yeah.
There's one man inside. He's not lit any lights. He might be sleeping, or trying to sleep. Was it very long before he came to the knock?
No,
Or was
not
it fairly
particularly.
quickly? Okay.
So it's maybe there's in some of those upstairs rooms of the window, maybe there's enough light to do whatever he's doing at the present, or maybe he's
Good.
just sitting in a chair dozing or some
So
such.
someone's in there, Mr. Tully. You still want to go in?
You've got to deal with one man. If you want to get in, you got to deal with one man.
Right.
Question for you. At least in the case of when we respond to a fire, everybody goes. We don't
Yeah.
leave someone behind.
No, usually not.
Well, I
Oh
think
God!
we might
Was he
need
gonna
to.
light something on fire?
So he may
What?
he may have stayed back to maintain the house. He may
Yeah.
have just decided not to go shooting,
Yeah.
or maybe he's not feeling well and just decided he didn't feel like a road trip today.
Yeah. Well,
You're
I
gonna
think
need
it's.
to you're gonna need to either knock him out or get him out
I
if
think
you want
it's.
within the range
yeah.
of their station house.
I think it'd be better for us to not cause any issues tonight with Neptune Company.
All right.
Yeah, the problem is you're probably not going to get another opportunity like this for several weeks,
Mhm.
Yeah.
maybe a month. Usually those shooting expeditions are generally once a month.
Yeah.
So if you
But-
don't take this opportunity, you may have to wait a whole month to do so.
I
Why
don't,
didn't you hire a whore and send her there? That's my idea. Genius.
well,
Tell her to
That's-
take him back to her room.
that's not a horrible one.
Honestly, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but it isn't.
You got the money.
I do have the. Well, I don't need the public image of me.
Then don't tell her
You know
your
what?
name.
People know me here.
Tell her you love firemen and you want to give him a present. Say it's his birthday. And say,
How
just
about
take her back
this?
to your room and show him a good time all night. He's my best friend.
How about
This
this?
can't possibly go wrong. Wait, is fucking was Jedediah Clark? Is he married? Do I know?
Don't know much about him.
All
Honestly.
right, I don't care. Fucking let's hire him a whore. Can't cost more than $10. You got the money, Mr. Tully. And once he's gone, We go in the back.
Does there appear to be any ladies of the night about?
Oh, there's definitely some brothels nearby. We could probably
In
get
this
this guy
neighborhood?
gone to.
In this neighborhood, in much of Lower Manhattan, you are hard pressed not to find a brothel.
Okay.
It's hard. I mean, it takes some effort to not find one,
Here's what you do.
and less effort to find one if you're looking.
You tell him
Oh yes,
that his fellow firemen knew he had to stay behind, and so they wanted to do something nice for him.
Yeah.
And
Honestly,
good
so and she'll and have her take him
Yeah.
to a room and show him a good time for all night.
That definitely beats setting some place on fire and us going to their firehouse where they leave. But
yeah.
That
Not to mention arson is a capital crime, and
it is
hiring a sex worker is technically a crime, and realistically,
it's a misdemeanor at best.
it is technically illegal given who you are. If you get arrested for that, you will let yourself out on your own recognizance.
correct.
That will solve that matter, because that's how this shit works. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I say
I'd say if you're going to commit a crime, I'd say go with the
go with the
completely harmless
lesser.
one,
Go,
not
definitely
the
go with the
capital one.
lesser.
Well,
Yeah.
you give me the money and I'll set it up.
That's
that.
what I was thinking. It'd
Well,
be
give me the
better
money.
if you went.
$20.
Yeah.
Give me 20.
I'll give him 20.
Okay. I'm gonna go find a nice brothel. I probably at least know of some.
Easy, this is easy to do. And
basically-
by the way, you can do this headily for $5.
Oh, really?
You do that, yeah.
I'm gonna give her 10. I'm
Fine.
gonna tell her. That he's at Neptune Company. Here's $10, or no, here's $5, and you'll get another 5 in the morning for it because we really want to treat him right. All his brothers are gone. Bring him back here and give him a great night. Oh, just keep him all night.
Fun fact: this is an excellent way to get one man out of a building.
Yeah, and quick. And then I run back to Tully. I say, okay, it's 5. I paid her 5. Another 5 for the morning, and here's your 10.
Alright.
I don't steal from my fellow firefighters, at least.
All
so.
right, then. Okay then.
I'll steal
So-
from everybody else, but not from my boys or my boss.
This means that you just basically wait,
Mhm.
10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
She'll come by. He's not on guard, so it's not like he's not willing to go down the block.
To the whorehouse for the night.
Yeah.
Excellent.
If his brothers wanted to, set him up for a good evening, he's pleased with that.
Awesome. The story will fall apart, and they'll know I was around. Well, he might not
Tomorrow.
remember after tonight, because
If
he'll
it
probably
falls
drink.
apart, if it falls apart, it won't matter till tomorrow.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
won't
yeah.
know till tomorrow.
Okay, and then let's head for the back door.
Yep.
Is it locked?
No.
All right, let's creep in.
All right. So
Um,
you have you have company number 6 is stationed to yourself for about an hour.
Good. Let's. I'm going to suggest to Mr. Tully we split up and just we're looking for. We're okay. We know kind of the basic layouts of most of if it's a lot
Yeah.
like ours. Does Tully have an office or something as the chief or the overseer or whatever
Oh.
he is?
Yeah, it's got a desk. They may have a desk or an office.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We'll both go to the office first, and then we'll
Okay.
split up, and we'll just search the firehouse. Is that okay with you, Mr. Tully?
okay, so
Yeah,
move
let's just
quickly
do
through
that.
the stables.
Yes.
Give their engine a once over as you go by it. Nothing suspicious there.
Mm-hmm.
Expect all that. There's their equipment. They maintain their equipment. I mean, not as meticulously as you do,
Hell no, they don't.
but still. But when you get upstairs, that's where their desks, their barracks room, and some of their cooking stuff. It doesn't take anything to see what jumps out at you right away as weird. Because mounted on the wall, over by where some of the beds are,
Mhm.
is a weird-looking shield. A pair of what I guess are spears. And in front of that, a table containing a couple of statues, I guess, icons, idols. And next to that, a wooden board with feathers and beads hanging from it on strings.
A cult?
A cult would start out here, yeah.
I'll try, but I've got 5%, so it's
And
unlikely.
it's not like it's hiding. It's literally in their barracks room.
Of course, but nobody's allowed in here except for firemen.
Except,
So they're all in on it.
Extreme success.
Holy shit!
Okay.
Nice.
okay, so with an extreme success,
What is
a
that?
couple of things. What
Good building.
you're looking at here are primarily cultural artifacts from Central and West Africa.
I'm puzzled. Yeah, like
the weapons, the spear and the spears and the shield, those are traditional, primarily probably Igbo manufacture.
okay.
Imbo?
So those are Igbo,
Igbo.
Igbo. That's
It's
an
a
African.
a cultural group.
Okay.
So those are probably Igbo manufacture. As for the idols, with a critical success, 3 of them are identifiable as Orisha. That is
Orisha.
to say,
Okay.
older West African gods.
Okay.
The 4th is not identifiable. It is probably an Orisha, but it's not one you're familiar with.
What's it look like?
All of them are kind of distorted, semi-human figures,
Okay.
and all of them appear to be wearing masks. Oversized, large masks
Okay.
that are found in some African religions.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
What's it mean, Mr.
the pro wrestler Kamala, if anyone remembers him, had
I don't
a
remember.
giant mask.
Oh, are these like the big African masks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In other words,
Which,
these figures are depicted wearing large masks.
okay, gotcha.
Why
That's
the
why.
hell
That's why
did
they don't. That's
Riley
why they
doesn't
don't look
know.
human.
Yeah.
Because unless you're familiar with African art,
Yeah,
specifically West African art,
Yeah.
it's going to look like distorted figures rather than a figure wearing
Yeah.
a West African style mask.
why the hell do they have African artwork in here?
What is it?
The wooden thing, by the
Oh,
way,
the
with
wooden-
the beads hanging from it,
Mhm.
that is a memory board.
What?
It's used it's used as a mnemonic device. So
Mnemonic.
you hold it in your hand and you run your fingers over the beads. They're basically storage for memory for used by storytellers and poets.
Oh.
So this is a device for remembering how to recite things. They're most commonly used for poetry. So you would tell something like
Is this
Bulgarian
African
for-
too?
Yeah,
Okay.
These all
Okay.
come from similar. All
never
of these
heard of
come
any of
from
this.
all of these come from assorted African West African cultures.
Okay.
So they're not picky about the specific locations. In other words, they've gathered them from West Africa,
West. Yeah, it's just
not specifically like Senegal or,
Okay.
or Congo or
why
some
the
such.
hell?
But they have
Wait.
a clear collection of West African artifacts.
What kind of laws about? I guess there aren't real. We're in America. You can be whatever religion you want. How would this reflect on the fire department if? Well, I don't know what this is. Never mind.
Yeah. No, I've said it's like that
Yeah.
it's like African art.
Art. Yeah, you
and
said
the way
art,
it-
dude.
and the way
you
it's
didn't
set
say
up.
gods. You said art.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the way it's set up, this is clearly some kind of an altar. Like this is a religion
hell.
of sorts. These are religious icons. These are Orisha icons.
Yeah.
Well, these don't look very important. Come on. And then I walk away.
Mhm.
I failed my occult. I have no clue what they are, and he's calling
Yeah.
them art.
Yep.
So I think it's nothing.
Yeah,
There's
it's weird that they
no
have African
importance
art,
here.
Yeah.
but other than
Not
other
illegal.
than their odd taste in artwork,
Well,
they collect these things and put them here.
What? Okay, it's right where the beds are.
It's in the same space where the beds are.
That's so. That is pretty weird.
So in
Okay.
other words, when they sleep here, they sleep in the same room. As
All
this
around
display.
this shit. Yeah. Okay.
it's like they're treating this like an altar.
It's exactly what it looks like here.
What? Like an altar at the front of a church.
Yeah.
That's weird. Why would they do that?
Good question. Isn't it?
So they're not good Catholics? Is that what you're saying? They're worshiping Africans?
I don't think we could go that far. I think there's something more to this, but I just don't.
Is any of it worth anything?
Everything's worth something to somebody.
Mr. Tully, you know I hate riddles. I'm gonna head for the desks. I don't know what he's talking about. He's just kind of faffing. I'm gonna head over. We have limited time. I'm moving on to this
Yeah.
something else. Heading for like the desk.
Okay.
Is it locked?
Over by it's there's a roll top desk.
Oh damn.
And no, it is not locked.
Ooh.
Behind the desk, stacked up against the wall, are 3 actual masks.
Oh, so they're like leaning up against the wall between the
they're
wall
leaning
and
up
the
against
desk.
Yeah. These are
Okay.
wooden African style masks.
Oh, look at that. There's more of your art, Mr. Tully.
And these are not displayed, they're just been stacked in the corner.
I don't know for art.
It's
Like you'd think someone who would go to effort to acquire these things would display them. I mean, they're attractive. They're cool. So why would you stack them in the
cool.
corner instead of hanging them on the wall?
okay. There's no chance that I can make a connection that like they could pray to these things and create spontaneous fire. Like I probably couldn't make that roll.
Don't know much about African religion.
Yeah,
But
But
a
you
cult
may-
roll tells you that these things are religious, and of course, how many people believe that religion can have a supernatural effect?
correct.
So,
Well, all
perhaps
Catholics.
they believe that Catholics do that. So, implicitly in that occult
Body
roll
and
is,
blood of Christ.
actually
these are
gonna-
something supernatural can be done with
Yeah.
these things, the same way that the wafer can be transubstantiated into the blood
Yeah.
of Christ.
I am going to swipe the one odd out statue.
Okay, when you can't identify.
He's taking it?
Yeah.
Do I notice this? Do I need a spot hidden because I'm focused on the desk?
I'm
Or
not
do I
hiding
any
it.
chance? Oh, you just pick it up and you're carrying it with you?
No, I
It's not going to fit well in a pocket. It's about
Okay.
it's about this tall, maybe
okay.
10 inches by about 6-7 inches at its width.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
really a little too big to fit in a pocket. You can carry it in one hand,
Yeah. I grab it.
but unless you have a bag, you're not going to be able to put it in something.
You let me
Your
know.
coat pocket is too broad, too narrow for that.
Kevin, let me know when I notice he's got it. Right now I'm like, oh, look at these more art, and I'm looking in the desk. I'm
You'll
looking
probably
for.
notice him picking up and carrying it. So at one point you'll notice he's got it in one hand.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna take it.
It's a scouting mission. I've already shown my face. Put it back.
I have a good point.
Put it back. If you want to steal it, we steal it during the
There.
fights next Saturday.
Right.
None of them will be here next Saturday. I'm looking through the desk.
I'm gonna head downstairs while he's looking.
Okay.
I'm going to their fire engine.
Did he put it back?
Yeah, he put it back.
Okay.
Okay. You put it back where you found it.
And I'm gonna make cuts into their hoses.
God damn it,
Okay, yours-
Sean. This is a scouting mission.
Okay. You'll want mechanical repair
All right.
to do it in a way that they won't notice.
There's the fun part.
What if he
Yeah,
fails the
without,
roll?
without a successful mechanical repair roll, they'll notice that the hose has been cut.
Oh yeah.
You have a knife, you can cut a hose. That's not a problem.
Right,
The point
right.
is, can you do it in a way that won't be visible until they actually put water through it?
I'll be calling you soon when I find something I don't know what it is. Keep that in mind,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
You're going to hear Mr. Tully coming from upstairs somewhere as you're contemplating
yeah.
this.
And I'm not
Yeah.
good at mechanical repair.
Yeah, this is also a case where if you had at least 25, you could take the time to do it right.
Yeah, I don't even have that.
Yeah, so unless you want, you're going to need to make a roll to do it in any manner that is anything other than unsubtle.
Guess
You could just take your knife and cut the hose. That
Yeah.
doesn't require a roll.
I probably
guess who
get
does
down there and realize I'm like,
guess who does the maintenance for the fire engine? This guy.
He could do that. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to be at all subtle about it,
yeah, I probably start.
you may as well just
Thinking
at that point
that.
you may as well just take the statue. They'll know you're here.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah,
already
probably
put it
get down there
back,
and start-
so I'm happy
yeah.
about that.
I
Oh,
get
yeah.
down there and I start second thinking that because I'm like,
Mm,
my knife's probably not sharp enough to cut through that,
Or you're going to just gouge
And-
it, leave big holes
and
in it.
I don't really ever use the hoses.
And yeah, you could totally gouge it like that. But again,
They're gonna
That
know
will be-
something.
They'll
yeah.
know.
they'll notice that right
Yeah.
away.
And they know I was here.
Yes. That's the other thing is if you're worried about that, they,
I'm
know,
gonna,
they
I'll,
saw
I'll
his
look
face.
around.
Yeah, they
I'll
saw my
look around
face, and I
downstairs
recognized.
while
And I let you know I
he's-
recognize this guy.
Okay,
I'm
so
just,
ba-
I just don't. You said it was a scouting mission, so that's why the whole whore thing was like, let's go.
Yeah.
So back upstairs. Meantime, the
Yeah.
desk contains. Well, how much do you know about the administration of a fire company?
Probably not much. I don't have anything in accounting or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
what will tell
can't
you
check
what
the
some of
book.
this is.
So that's when he'll hear Mr. Tully, Mr. Tully, because I found ledgers and stuff, right?
Yeah, this
I
is
don't-
this is management.
I don't
like,
know anything about fucking cooking the books.
Yeah, the appropriate skill you need here is accounting.
Mm-hmm.
Make
Okay.
sense of what these numbers are.
I call him twice, and then I'm going to keep looking at other stuff and make sure I'm trying not to
Okay.
disturb anything.
You'll want to make a spot hidden roll as well.
Okay. Oh, my spot hidden sucks too. God no, 84. I did not find
No.
anything.
That won't help.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm really
so-
looking for another one of those little books because they're those little
Yeah.
books that we're missing. And
Well, if there's one here, you're not seeing it.
All right.
So either it's not here or it's hiding somewhere.
Okay. I'll check cupboards.
Yep.
I'll move on from the desk once I can't find
Now,
anything
Mr.
there.
Tully, did you come back upstairs?
Yeah, if I hear
Okay.
him, I'll come up.
Yeah, I point out the ledgers. I say, I don't know nothing about the numbers. I mean, I don't know if it's helpful. And now, if you want to take a look over the desk, might be if there's anything there. I might have missed it. I'm not real. I don't notice. All right, I'm gonna look over here.
Do you have any points in accounting?
No,
Okay then.
but I'll make my 5% chance.
You're welcome. Welcome to go at it. Maybe you get lucky.
Accounting is my high
That
skill.
was 16. Burn some luck. Burn luck, Shoner. It's only 11 points
You could use
to
luck.
make a success.
How do I get luck back? Is the question.
At the end of every session, you roll a luck check, just like
Okay.
raising a skill. And if you fail the
Yeah,
roll,
what
it
the
goes
hell,
up
I'll do
1d10.
That burns me down to 54.
You don't even have to use luck to make that check.
So, digging through these books, and what you've got here is income and expenses. In other words, exactly what you would expect of a fire company. But there is one thing that'll jump out at you here. Because among the income is a check, apparently a donation, that belongs to and is signed by a fellow by the name of Matthias Sampson.
Look at Graham. There it is.
$200.
Good God, that's a fortune.
It's a check stub. In other words, there's evidence the
Okay.
check was deposited at the bank. But Matthias Sampson, who I suspect is the same Sampson we know from a certain accounting, from a certain import-export business, well, it has to be, because the check is drawn in Wilkerson and Sampson,
Oh, then, yeah.
$200 to company number 6.
What's the date on it? Oh, wait, do we see the
Last
date? It's just a stub.
Yeah, no, it's a stub, so it's got the date and amount.
Oh,
Last
it does.
month.
Last month.
Yeah.
Before all these weird fires.
Before all the weird fires.
Oh.
$200. You can also make a spot hidden roll if you wish.
Please, Sean, make the spot hit.
That's better. And I made it. By
Yes.
Okay. So you were looking for a place where you might find one of those little occult books. Underneath the desk, hand basically down below the drawer.
Mm-hmm.
There's a drawer that's basically attached to the bottom of the drawer.
Okay.
This one is locked.
Got
This is the first thing you've seen that's locked.
a locked little drawer under here, Kevin.
Oh, let me take a look at it.
And I kind of,
I pull out my
I put my
lock
finger
picks.
on.
Yep.
When he goes to look.
You put your finger on. Oh, you're just pointing at, like showing it to
Like
exactly.
I'm
showing you where
tapping
it is.
it.
Oh, that's
Where's
clever.
that?
That's clever.
It's hard to see unless you're lying prone on the ground.
53 out of 51. I'm going to burn 2 points of luck to succeed with that one.
Yep.
Excellent work.
Slide it
And
open and explodes
you've got
in
in
my
there?
face.
Is a collection of books.
There's some books in here, Mr. Tully.
One
Now,
of
wait.
them one of them you'll recognize.
One of them looks like Burke's book.
Yep.
Now, before you move them, all right, we're going to take them out. We put them back in exactly the same way, right?
Right.
So, is Burke's book on top?
No.
Oh,
On top
okay. 2 points of luck.
is a book with no title on the cover.
I pick it up.
Found in red leather.
I pick it up
thin,
and I hand it.
octavo.
I'll hand it to Tully.
Okay.
He could probably read better than I can.
The second one is the grimoire we've seen,
Okay.
and I'm guessing that is probably the one that was missing.
Does it smell like smoke? Oh wait, it was in a drawer. It probably wouldn't. I'll smell it anyway, but it probably doesn't smell like anything.
No, nothing. It doesn't smell like anything. But it is identical to the one you guys recovered from Marin's
Right.
room.
I haven't seen Burke's, so I don't know if there's any annotations. So I'm not going to look. Is there anything else in
Yeah.
the drawer?
And then at the bottom of the drawer is a collection of what appear to be handwritten notes.
Damn. There's notes, Mr. Tully. Are they in English?
Shorthand English.
It's some kind of code.
I'm gonna
'Cause
start
shorthand
looking
looks-
at the notes.
No,
No, the
okay, I'll take the book then. If he takes the notes, I'll take the book from him that I gave to him to see what
Yep.
it is. The
what
red.
you've got here are notes on the notes seem to be some readers' notes
Keep
on
them in order.
Johann Vanderdonk, History
Johann
of-
Vanderdonk.
History of Manhattan and its peoples. Wait, wasn't there also a previous copy of that in Dutch?
We did find a Dutch book. Burke has it.
Yeah,
Nobody could
Which
read
is-
it.
Except if you go back and check, you'll discover the author is Vanderdonk.
Evander something was all we got
Yep.
from you for that. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is a reader's notes on the Vanderdonk's History of Manhattan and its peoples.
Okay.
The red-bound one, though,
Yeah, that's what I'm going to open and look at next.
this one is older. The printing gives it that kind of, you know how you can always tell like a 17th or 18th century book
The
by
weird,
the weird
S's
title
and shit.
page.
And
Yeah. And this, according to the title page, this is Prodigies in the New English Canaan.
It's called Prodigies. He's looking over those notes. I'm going to whisper to him the title.
Yeah. Written by Cotton Mather.
Written by some fella named Cotton Mather. That was a terrible name.
Could be worse. His son's name was Increase. You really
Well-
want to send your kid to therapy? There's a great.
My character hasn't heard of any of these people, so
Yeah.
he knows
Yeah, so-
nothing. I know nothing.
So
Of,
that's what you've got here is this one, incidentally, has on the inside the title page does have its publication information.
oh, what's the date?
Okay.
Boston, Barnworth Publishers, 1706.
1706. It's 100 years old. 100.
I think 1706 is correct. Hang on a second, I
old.
should look that up.
Would a history or library use get me anything on this Cotton Mather?
History would, yeah. Library use wouldn't help much until you're at a library,
Yeah.
but history would
God.
help you right now.
Nope.
But you're all.
I'm way off. 99.
99 is probably a crit fail.
I have a 32.
You know who Cotton Mather is? He made the cotton gin.
Cotton gin.
He was. You could swear somebody mentioned that name once in
Yeah.
some debate over education that
Okay.
you tuned out on.
Yeah.
Like they were fighting over whether Catholics should be allowed to have educational institutions, and you tuned that debate out because it was boring.
Yeah.
That's your extent on that one. It was an alderman's debate, and it was not fun. So you,
And somebody brought up Cotton Mather.
someone mentioned Cotton Mather at some point.
Somebody's
For
trying to
some
look
reason you
smart.
absolutely cannot remember. Maybe
Yeah.
someone quoted him or something. Don't know. But anyway, so you've got notes on the history of Manhattan and its peoples. What
Yeah.
appears to be a complete copy of the Prodigies in the New English Canaan, and another copy of the Grimoire.
What's the grimoire? I never actually saw any of the original books we found.
No, Tully hasn't.
Oh,
Tully knows about him.
this-
He's probably heard. But,
This text is in Latin,
oh, that's right.
and it has what appear to be diagrams with an occult. Since you have points in occult, you'll recognize those diagrams as the kind of thing
Okay.
that's supposedly involved in magic.
Ah,
Like this is without. Do you have Latin?
no.
Okay, so this is probably based on what you're looking at from the diagrams. These are the things people imagine, like you summon an angel or a devil or something with.
Okay.
In other words, this is apparently procedures for communicating with supernatural beings.
When he picks the book up and opens it, I'm assuming, and kind of just flips through it, I'll be like, yeah, Burke's got that same book. He found it in that lady's room who's dead. And as he's doing that, I'm going to take the papers, like the loose papers, and I'm putting them back in the bottom.
Oh, also, this book, by the way, in the inside cover, in pencil, is SP.
What's the name of the fire
Wait.
chief?
Wait.
No. Stephen Peters.
Stephen
yeah,
Peters.
I
Stephen
forgot about that.
This
Stephen
is-
Peters.
this
Yeah,
Of the
is
yeah,
rooming
yeah,
home.
yeah.
Of the rooming home.
Remember, you found the slot in his armoire where the book
Yes,
was
so
missing?
the book was missing.
Now we know where it is.
That's confirmation. We
This is
we
Peter's
thought
copy.
it might be.
Kevin,
That's
am I gonna have to
information that's
make a
inside the cover.
roll? Can I pretty easily lock and unlock this drawer from here now that I know how it works, or will I have to make
Yeah.
another roll next time?
No, you
All
can
right.
you can relock it.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
Are you putting these things back then?
I've already put the papers back. Once he's done with that book, I put it back, and then I put the red book back on top, and I'll close it and relock it. And I'm like, Mr.
Okay.
Tully, that doesn't mean we can't come back tomorrow night or the night after.
Absolutely.
All right. So I don't. Yeah. Scouting mission. I want to steal them.
so-
I wish I hadn't shown my face
Yep.
because they would
So
be.
are you guys getting out of here then?
Yeah.
Quick
seeing
quick
what the
check of the
changes
cubbies. I'm not expecting to find anything in the lockers or whatever, but just a quick check and maybe like lift up mattresses. Yeah, just a quick search and just in case there's something else, and then we're out.
Actually, in some of the cubbies, you'll find odd things too. For
Mr.
instance,
Tully.
one of the cubbies contains a weird-looking knife.
Mr. Tully, there's a knife. Look at it.
It's bronze.
I've never seen anything like it.
That's probably African. Ride that critical success. That's African as well.
Okay.
Okay.
That's probably like. Do
you tell me that?
Dahomey or
Yeah.
Benin.
Okay.
Yeah, these are.
In other words, there's several what appear to be African artifacts.
Yeah, this isn't just art. This is artifacts. This is.
Yeah.
Like.
Here, for instance, a hat. Here, a knife.
Okay.
In other words, several of these people apparently own what we would call African artifacts.
Yeah, this is West African culture, history.
Yeah.
How far is the desk away from like the nearest window up here?
It's right next to a window.
So it could be feasible to, if we could get up in a window to get to the desk, even if people are sleeping in here, and just pick the lock and steal the books and close it, lock it, and leave. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
Now
making
you
a
can-
plan here.
Yeah, the desk, of course, is near a window so that you get light.
Oh, that's genius. Okay.
So you could use it in the daytime without needing a lamp.
Okay, I have a plan now. If you guys want to send me back in at a later date,
Okay, so that's
and then we're out. We going back.
Yeah.
Back at the water course. There, Mr. Burke, have you come up with a plan for how to deal with Captain Homans?
Oh, I'm gonna mute myself.
Yes.
Okay.
So, as just before I begin, I know you whispered in my ear to use fake names, but did you introduce yourself with a fake name? Did I hear it?
I didn't introduce myself at all.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
I just gave them a drink and some money. That's all they needed.
And now they're friends.
Yep. Some guy he doesn't know is buying him drinks and giving him money. That guy's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna step in, put my hands on Connolly's shoulders, and be like, "Please excuse my friend Patrick here. He's been putting me on a pub crawl. It seems like he's worse for wear."
Oh no, they say no. It's fine. It's good. It's all good. We're all friends here. One of the women says, and then except for McGurk over there, he's an ass. Several of the other women apparently agree that Mr. McGurk is in fact an asshole.
I do a polite laugh.
Yeah, I'm afraid we probably are not going to find out what Mr. McGurk did to deserve this. Whether he in fact is an asshole, or whether people just think that is what.
Is it Officer McGurk from West Side Story?
Possibly, yeah. No, that's Krumke. Yeah, it's just some poor bastard who apparently has offended this woman in some way, so she thinks he's an asshole.
He said this is Captain Connolly. He said,
Heyman.
Is that the name? Okay.
Heyman.
Yeah, we don't know his first name.
So I go with you must know the neighborhood. I'm new in town. He was trying to show me around, and here we are.
Well, if it's the neighborhood you want, then my man Jacko over here, he indicates one of the other men, Mr. Jack, Jacko, he says. He's drunk too. He knows this neighborhood like the back of his hand. He actually holds his hand up to show it to you, which is drunk logic operating at full potential. He can tell you where everything is.
I look around here and I can see. Are you guys sailors?
Well, naturally.
So you must know the world.
Been across the equator twice, says one man. Not Jacko, who says, I've been once. Same thing, says one of the women. It's up and back, you idiot. And now a drunk argument will break out over whether crossing the equator and coming back counts as 1 or 2. This will take several minutes. So they have a legit argument over does it count when you come back?
Well, it's nice that you made this corner of the world your home. You come back here, even if you go once or twice over the equator.
Damn it, you just started the argument again. Several more minutes. Don't say that again. They're just going to keep going back to it. Because now apparently they're hung up on whether it counts as once or twice. Look, crossing the equator is a moment for sailors. Like, it's a thing.
Yeah.
And so that's part of why they're arguing about it. Like, who crossed it more?
Mm-hmm. Do you have any questions, Josh, or can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
I'm going to just sort of look at Heyman and say, Heyman, what is the most interesting place you've been on your voyages, good sir? Tell me true. And as I say that, a little bit of Irish accent starts to creep in.
Yep.
It's a little bit.
Well, I have been to Ireland once and twice. But if you must know, and he thinks about it a moment, it was in Elmina.
I cock my
head. Does that ring a bell?
I don't think either of you knows where Elmina is. I was in Elmina once. This was many, many years ago. And we were on shore, delays in business. We were waiting for them to finish loading up. With the cargo, there was an old man. And he called to me. It was weird. He spoke Dutch. I knew a bit. And he told me that if I stayed in this business, I was going to die. Now, I don't scare easy, you know? Been through a lot. But something about this man, he shouldn't have been there. I mean, the guy must have been 60 years old. He was worthless. They should have left him, or, you know. But they didn't. They insisted that we load him in with the rest. Now, I didn't ask the captain, because it was must have been my second trip. I was a young man then. This was in the Brillante. She was a cursed ship, I'll tell you. And I have to admit, I asked the captain why we were taking him with the cargo. And the captain said it was wanted. That it was something somebody wanted. Didn't make no sense to me. Now, that was 15 years ago, maybe more. I thought that old man would die on the crossing. I mean, a lot of people did. And yet, he got here. Now, we put in at Charleston. We offloaded there. But the reason I bring it up is every day of this trip, every goddamn day, that old man was in my dreams. So I went down to talk to him. I went down the hold and I grabbed him by the goddamn neck. And I said to him, "The fuck did you do to me?" And he said, "I didn't do nothing." He told me I did it to myself. He told me that if I believed in Jesus, the Son of God, I was going to burn in hell for what I'd done. And
At the mention of that, I'll do the cross on my.
And he looks at you like, "Oh, you're Catholic, huh?" Well, I tell you, mister, maybe I am going to hell for what I've done. But that old man, he didn't offload him in Charleston. No, sir. We come up the coast. It's my first time in New York City. I'm 17 years old, I guess. And they deliver the old man to somebody here. I don't know, maybe still here. But you want to know what the creepiest part of it was? Vol, that captain tells me I got to deliver the man. Now, this captain, he was a strange, evil man. He didn't mind what we did. I figure he knows he's going to hell and he'll probably take over the goddamn place. You know what I mean? So I take the man and I'm walking down Fulton Street with him. And he moves the wrong way, so I grab him by that arm and I direct him. I tell you, mister, I burned my hand on his body. I tell you that, I swear to God. Well, I deliver that man, and I never want to see him again. Now, I've been back and forth to the Caribbean, a lot. I ain't never been back to the African coast since, and I ain't never going back. And if that man is still alive, well, the way I figure it, mister, we done pick up a devil, and devil's setting us up for what we did. How's that?
Am I
his
correct?
His friends, by the way, have apparently sobered up a bit.
Yeah. Am I correct in assuming that he just confessed to being a slaver?
He was a sailor on a slave ship.
Yeah. But was he...
Well, notice he mentioned the captain told me he was not the captain.
Yeah.
Because he's describing how the captain ordered him to do things.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how young he was then.
So he said this happened how many years ago?
He thinks it happened at least 15 years ago.
15?
He was a sailor on a slave ship. He journeyed to Africa. He helped them load a cargo of enslaved people. And that's where he met this man who was delivered to New York.
At this point, before I speak, Burke, do you have anything to say? do you have anything else you want to do in the scene?
Well, my opinion of him is completely soured.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Any other questions?
He just told you he believes he's going to hell for what he did.
Yeah.
But there's no salvation, no way to make up for that. Nothing he can do now is going to change what he did then.
Anything? Or should I? Okay.
How's your psychology skill, by the way? That's
Me?
for both of you. Yeah, either of you.
Psychology is only a 10.
Psychology. I have 20.
Oh,
You're welcome to have a go at it.
Graham, if you're still drunk, you'll need to make a hard success.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I can get it.
I think Captain Heyman may have sobered up telling that story.
I got a 14.
Okay, yeah, that'll do. So, for important thing here, one, he's too drunk probably to be lying or making this up.
Mm-hmm.
Two, the remorse appears to be real, which means he is probably no longer involved in the slave trade. Three, he knows people who are. Notice he didn't name that captain. He didn't name the person the man was delivered to. He knows those names. He's just not
But
saying them right
he
now.
he was delivered to New York, New York.
Yeah, he was delivered to someone in New York City, and for all Captain Heyman knows, that man is still here.
Okay.
He's still somewhere in the city.
I put down my drink.
Also, worth pointing out, just one of you will probably figure out by this point, Elmina is on the west coast of Africa. It's a slave station.
Yeah.
It's where ships go to load up on captives.
Yeah. That name dropped my
and when he was doing it, it was already illegal. In other words, the ship he was serving on had to avoid the Navy on its way back.
Mm-hmm.
Which clearly they did.
When was the slave trade illegal in the U.S.?
Officially, after no more imports after 1808.
Oh, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But unofficially, it continued right up to the Civil War.
Yeah.
Theoretically,
going.
after 1830, the penalty for slaving was essentially piracy. It was death by hanging.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, exactly one ship captain ever was actually hanged for slave trading. And that was during the Civil War. In other words, almost no one was actually ever punished for it. And sailors never were.
We are literally the shittiest country ever.
Yeah.
Like if that ship had been captured, Heyman would not have been executed. There was zero chance of that happening. In fact, even the captain probably would have gotten off pretty much free. Basically, what would have happened if they was captured was the authorities would have seized the ship, impounded it, returned the people, and that probably would have been the end of it. In other words, there's very little chance of actual criminal penalties against the people who did these things.
Were the British prosecuting people by then, like by hanging them?
Occasionally, yeah.
Okay.
And by the 1830s, the British had also contributed warships to patrol the African coast.
Gotcha. Okay.
Problem is, Africa, it's huge. So
it's
basically,
a continent.
Yeah. Essentially, stopping the slave trade was kind of like catching speeders.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the cop waits by the road, one poor bastard gets pulled over, and 1,000 others go by. Same
Okay,
principle.
I was just curious. Sorry, Graham, I interrupted you.
So they caught a few, but nowhere near enough.
You're good. So Faye's mood has gone from ha 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 to visibly like.
Yeah, you may have sobered up a bit too.
I'm vibrating with anger, and
Can Graham have another con check?
I'm pretty sure he actually just sobered up at this point.
Fair.
Because this shit will do that to you.
I look at him, and I say, the gall of you to just lie down and accept what you did and not spend every fucking moment making up for it. Even if you can't. And I get up and I grab him by the shirt and I pull my fist back, ready to break his fucking jaw.
Okay.
You know names. You could make a difference.
He's clearly thinking. His friends, by the way, do nothing. And one sort of gets the sense, especially with that psychology role, that they kind of knew one day a reckoning was coming. They knew about his past, and they knew that he'd have to face up to it one day.
I'm
And
just
maybe
holding
today.
him by the I'm holding him by the lapel.
Very quietly. Do you really think I can?
You can never make up for the past. All we have is the future.
It's true. But
I can't say your soul can be saved.
no, you're not a priest, I expect. No minister. You're not a man of God. Nobody can tell me
No.
that. I know. But maybe it will help.
You got it. The only way to... You have to try. You done a bad thing,
I know.
Heyman. You done a very, very bad thing.
I did a lot.
And it's not my place.
I did a lot of terrible things. And
It's not...
I've already sort of made peace with the fact that I'll probably go to hell for them. I've earned that. I was young. I was stupid. Doesn't change anything, does it?
No.
But you're right. That captain's still around. His name's Tom Nicholas.
Tom Nicholas?
Yeah. And that man? I delivered him with my own hands. Can't forget it. Broadway. Number 277. Remember the day, the moment. It was, is, I suppose, still the home of George Wilkerson.
Bum, bum, bum.
And Mr. Wilkerson, he gave me a $20 gold coin. And it's silly and sick, I know. But it was that moment. It wasn't just the burning. It wasn't the man haunting my dreams. It wasn't the fact that I didn't even know if he had a name. And I never learned it if he did. It was that moment where I would have sworn to any god or devil I'd met that Mr. Wilkerson should have paid me in 30 pieces of silver. Like I said, I never went back to Africa. British territories are better.
I can't forgive you, so... And
No, you can't. Nobody can.
I don't think you should be forgiven for that.
Well, that's God alone in that.
What does matter is trying to make it right every king day.
Mm. I don't know that it can.
Can't. But you try.
That help?
And I just let him go. And I drop him on the floor like a piece of garbage.
One of his friends, Jacko, actually catches him. And he just looks at Jacko like, please. Jacko hands him a drink, and he just takes it in one go.
The entire time, Faye's fist was shaking like he was going to break that man's jaw.
Yeah.
Just spits on the ground and then just walks out of the bar.
Okay. Well, brutal, but you got what you came for.
Yeah.
And Burke
Maybe
says,
even
so,
the money.
should we have another round?
Oh, yep. And Mr. Burke, are you lingering any longer?
I simply say,
Sorry.
I just go. It was a pleasure until it wasn't, and then leave.
Damn.
And Jocko's nods to you like, yeah, that's. I could not have. Jocko's nod says, I could not have put that better. So you guys will be able to meet back up later that evening.
277 Broadway is between Chambers and Reed in the second ward, by the way. At least the current 277. I don't know if the numbers have likely changed.
They have, but close enough. Doesn't matter. Point is, it's a private house on Broadway.
It's right off our ward, too.
And if you've walked past there, it's a nice house. It's a private residence of 3 stories.
Of course it is.
It's a house owned by a rich man. In
Yep.
this case, apparently George Wilkerson, who owns, among other things, an import-export business.
And time for him to die.
Yep.
So we go back. I'm assuming we went back to the firehouse. Tully and I just went, maybe a little bit of a not direct route to the firehouse.
So you guys will meet back there on Saturday later that evening.
Yeah, probably about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock?
Yeah, probably between 10 and 11.
Okay.
Outside, the street, of course, is crowded by Saturday night, so you've got music pouring out of basements, dance halls, and bars, which means no one will trouble you here.
We found your book. Info dump. The 3 books in the hidden that I'm planning on going back to steal later if they want.
You quit that, but still associates with those people. So it's this weird, I want to stop being evil, and at the same time, I don't know how. So he did the thing that was obvious. He stopped doing the worst thing.
Yeah.
And yet couldn't figure out how to not do the other things that should have been somewhat obvious as well. Also, apparently, he managed to burn some sanity points on that voyage, and not just for the ordinary, real world evil.
I'm glad I didn't crash during that.
Yeah.
Real quick, did I find anything of value in the firehouse when we were checking the cubbies?
No, not really. Because they're traveling, people took things like their wallets with them.
Right. If there was, I was just noting it for later. Because I'm not just going to steal these books. I'm stealing other shit to kind of cover that we stole the books.
So there were a few of those African artifacts that people clearly had collected.
Right.
But nobody left like their money.
Okay.
Or any of their jewelry or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
There were, of course, changes of clothing, so you could steal people's clothing.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah. Well, if it's still there,
you know several places where you can sell used clothing.
Yep.
So people keep a change of clothes in their cubby. So you could steal 20 odd suits if
that's
you have a big enough bag to put them in.
Forward thinking. I want if maybe I don't know. So. When do you want to do? When do you want me to do it?
But also, people took things like their watches. When they travel like that, they don't leave like their watch behind.
Okay.
It'd be best if you were going to go back in to go when there's fewer people there.
So Saturday. Next Saturday during the fight, the thing.
Or next time they go out to fight a fire.
Well, how will we know? Oh, and they go. What?
You've got informants nearby.
We do? I don't know any of this. I don't know if
Yeah, that was set up.
has he told me about the informants? Has Faye told us about the informants watching
I, be-
that firehouse?
I believe so, because he
told-
told you could
He
recruit
told
some of
me?
them as
Okay.
lookouts.
Yeah.
And then I bring that up with Mr. Faye. Can I recruit some of his lookouts? Find out when the next fire is. Have one of them run over here.
Yeah. So
Find
when
me,
they,
and then I'll break in. Hell, I won't even need a ladder. I could just go in and sneak upstairs because we don't leave anybody in the firehouse when there's a fire.
no,
No.
usually all they do is lock the door on the way out.
And I've also got to go back to the brothel tomorrow morning with that other $5 I promised that prostitute.
Is this true?
Don't let me forget. And I have another.
Okay. So that's Saturday into Sunday.
Mhm.
Now, of course, Sunday most of you are take the morning for religious obligations, unless you
wait.
don't. Unless you don't,
I don't think I'm a practicing. I'm
or
non-practicing.
just sleep in. Even those who are not regular, who don't practice regularly, often it's a social thing. And if you don't show up at church, people wonder what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
So unless you want to be obviously that guy,
Did I get a
show
new
up.
suit from Tully?
He did.
I believe so. Yeah.
That evening.
All right,
that
then I'm
evening,
going to
you're
start
like,
going back to church
Yeah. in
this
fact, yeah,
Saturday
what a-
because
what
I
a-
have something to wear besides my underwear.
Yeah. What a great opportunity to show off your new suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And give a sob story. I was so ashamed I didn't have anything to wear to church.
Yeah.
To whoever's
maybe,
willing to talk to me.
Who knows? Maybe you meet a girl or something.
New suit. Oh my God.
Yeah. Remember, attending church is as much a social function as a religious one.
Okay.
You go not because you're interested in religion. You go because this is where you meet your neighbors.
I haven't been
This
going.
is a normal
You don't show-
social function.
You don't show up at church in suspenders, your underwear, and a pair of pants. And that's
Yeah.
all I had.
Yeah, well, that's fine. If you tell them
And
that
my
you
uniform.
didn't want to show up until you had a better suit to show up.
I
in.
do. I tell people.
That's fine.
It's actually
People-
kind of true.
And even if it wasn't, it's a thing people would buy. In
Okay.
your case, it is kind of true, actually. But even if it wasn't, it's a thing.
I'm moving up in the world.
Yeah,
It's a $4 suit. It's wonderful.
You're looking better all the time. See?
Is it ugly? Is it like plaid and blue?
No,
Bright
I would
blue?
have gotten him a decent suit.
All right.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind, please, plaids and bright colors very popular.
Then it is
Well,
plaid
it's
and
the-
bright colored.
It's the era where look at pictures of the era, and one of the things you'll notice is very bright colors. Because it's the era where
paintings.
more and more cotton is becoming cheap.
Okay.
So people are able to afford brighter, nicer clothing. And we're not yet in the age of commuting by steam rail, where a
Yeah.
black suit doesn't show the dust as well.
Yeah.
So men are wearing checkerboards and pastels and
Oh,
all those
okay.
kind of things. I mean,
Nice.
look at pictures from the era.
It's green.
All right.
Is it green, Tully? Did you give me a nice green Irish suit?
I'd get him a green and black checkered.
pick
Awesome.
whatever color you like. But the point is that color dyes are getting cheaper.
Yeah.
Cotton is getting cheaper. Clothing is getting cheaper. And as far as I can have been able to figure out, the darker suits that men will start to favor come along around the time that more and more men begin commuting by steam railroad.
Yeah. That kind of makes sense.
If you commute by walking or by taking a horse-drawn vehicle, bright colors won't get messed up. Commute by steam-driven subway.
Yeah.
Enter the subway wearing a white or wearing a green suit, exit it wearing a gray one. So black and gray and dark blue become the go-to colors for men's suits. Notice that's still true.
Also, why there was the whole TV ad for advertising campaign.
Oh yeah, thank you. Good point.
Welcome.
Been pointing out that the rail service around here, I think it was Delaware and Lackawanna or Delaware and Western, advertised a service called the Phoebe Snow.
No, they made her a person.
Yeah, they advertised the service, then they made it an anthropological person. But the train was named for the use of a type of coal that would not stain your clothing. And so
Phoebe
the
Snow.
mascot was a woman named Phoebe Snow who wore white.
What was the coals called? What was the
That's-
coal called?
I think it's Pennsylvania anthracite.
Okay.
Pennsylvania Anthracite from
Yeah.
I know blue
And that-
coal from the
and what they-
shadow.
Blue coal. In fact, I think it's the same, basically the same type.
Okay.
Yeah, which is advertised in the shadow.
Mm-hmm.
they were advertising the rail service as clean enough that you could wear white
Ooh, that's
and travel on this
daring.
train.
That's
Yeah,
daring.
that's the point. Is it stood out as an ad?
But only after Labor Day.
Well, yeah, probably. But the point is, it stood out as an ad precisely because that wasn't a thing you could do really safely before that.
So I just wear my new suit to
And
church.
Actually,
I don't have a hat,
Even-
but that's all right.
well, everybody's
Well,
got a hat.
no, I
Yours
have a
just may
shitty
be
hat.
beaten-
I don't have a nice
yours
hat
may
to go
be
with
beaten
this
to
suit.
shit.
I need a nice green bowler to go with this suit, but I can't afford it.
It was Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western, and ended service in 1966.
It makes me sad. I hate that we don't have trains like we used to.
Yeah, so do I.
Mhm.
It would be nice.
I was on one of the last rides of the Northlander, which was a iconic train in Ontario that connected South and North Ontario for decades and decades. That my family worked on for generations back.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a few minutes to 11, and we're at a good stopping point, I think, here.
Sorry.
So we've learned quite a bit, and now we'll figure out what to do next.
Yep.
Mhm.
So it starts to come together.
So, plan is we're going to the captain's house and breaking his legs.
Fair.
That might be.
All right, whatever y'all want. Yeah.
Yeah, well, with Thomas
O'Reilly's
Nichols.
along.
Tom Nichols.
Nobody went and talked to the Schlamans. Come on.
Nope.
Well, Mr. Tully did, but didn't really talk to them about that.
Yeah.
He got an inroad. He got an inroad, to be fair.
Yes.
All right,
So
all right.
in the next couple of days, he could go back.
Out of character,
Yeah.
I feel like it
Talk
would
them
be a good
further.
idea to get in good with Mrs. Schlaman and try to find
Probably.
out what happened. And if anything was
Mhm.
missing,
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
Well, now we know for certain though who stole the grimoire.
Mm-hmm.
So
No.
3 dead. Each of them owned a grimoire apparently, or at least 2 of them did for certain.
Wait, well, we only found one. We found one that was identical that we think is the one from Peters.
Yep.
Do we think maybe Schlaman had the other one? The
we
red book?
imagine Schlaman had a copy of the grimoire.
Had the Mathers, the Cotton Mathers book?
We don't know that.
Right. There was only one grimoire that we found, though, of
No.
Burke's grimoires.
Marin had a grimoire. Peters had
Right.
one.
Peters, so that's only 2. We don't know about
It's-
Schlaman
we
yet.
don't know
what
if Schlaman had one.
Yeah,
But the only thing
Mhm.
the other 2 have in common is they both had a copy of the grimoire.
right.
Marin had one and Peters had one.
Why would you steal?
Marin's
Why would you need
Marin's
one after you had?
you guys found. Peters was taken by probably members from Neptune Company, which would explain what it was doing in their firehouse.
Faye has that other annotated book.
Yes.
The history of Manhattan.
No,
Mhm.
the Faye has the book I found that was like spirituality. It had a really long
Oh,
title.
right. Right, a collection of spirits, basically ghost
Yes,
stories.
it's ghost stories, but it was annotated. Somebody had
Yeah.
written notes in it.
And now we also
Yeah,
have
I
the
need
other
to go through
collection that you have, Vander Donk's History of Manhattan.
Vander Donk. I love that name.
Vanderdonk.
Yeah, it's Dutch.
I can
Right.
I can read through the annotated book of ghost stories on Sunday since I don't go to church.
Ooh,
This is
could we
true.
do that? Do we want to deal
Uh,
with that tonight or next time or when, Kevin?
What was I going to say? You can dig through that.
Mhm.
So what you'll want is actually we got a moment to make a library use roll before we wrap things up for tonight. See what you can find in there that's useful.
Do it.
Reading is fundamental. Could I take my time and dedicate the entire day to it? Really pouring through it to potentially get a bonus die.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. Crew church, I have literature.
Okay.
I will spend 6 points of luck to make that a success.
Okay. So what you've got in here is a collection of ghost stories. Most of them are just stories. But you start to see a few connections that are highlighted elsewhere. So, for instance, Two of the stories in here concern legends that the writer claims were collected from the Manhattan people. And I'd be willing to bet you're going to find something similar if you can translate the Vanderdonk work on the history of Manhattan. There's also in here a legend that the writer claims descends from the Wampanoag.
That's up in Michigan, Massachusetts.
New England. Yeah. Yeah, and where did Cotton Mather live, as it turns out?
Boston.
Yeah.
Well, he's published in Boston.
He lived there. He lived near there, too.
Okay.
Yeah. So that book may, in a sense, be serving as a reference guide. In other words, a lot of this is just stories, but a few of these appear to connect to other types of stories that are found in other sources that are coming together. So why with all of this, why would you bother with history of Manhattan unless it connects back to that?
Where did we find History of Manhattan?
It was among Marin's books.
Blanking.
The Dutch book.
The Dutch book. That's why I didn't know the title. That's right.
Yeah.
Vanderdonk, and then Sean found. Oh my God, this is a long way around to get to.
We need someone. We need someone to read that book.
Translated, the title of the Dutch book is A History of Manhattan and its Peoples.
Well, if I steal the
We
notes,
gotta
if I
find
can,
someone we can trust who reads Dutch.
if I can successfully steal the notes, that'll help us too, right?
Exactly. Somebody took notes on it in English. So somebody read that. I noticed that that book was in Marin's collection, but notes on it turn up in the Neptune Company Firehouse.
Somebody that knows Marin
So there's another
and knows about the book.
Yeah.
Is either a Neptune Company boy or connected to them somehow.
Yeah. And there's also one more little loose end here. Well, okay, there's several, but is the old man that Captain Heyman claims he delivered to Wilkerson still alive?
He's at the Juju house now.
Well, we don't know.
From Mask of Narla Hotel.
But the point is that he claims that man invaded his dreams and set his hand on fire.
Oh, I missed that part. That's awesome.
And he delivered that man as a slave to George Wilkerson, who lives on Broadway. Is that man still alive? Because he described him as an old man. That was 15 years ago. And if he's alive, is he still at Wilkerson's house? If he's not, does Wilkerson know where he is? And if he's dead, does Wilkerson know what happened to him?
So next time, go ahead, Graham.
Just for the last thing tonight, since I do a good bit of importing from Canada, and I have connections to my homeland, do I have any contacts that might be able to get me in touch with the Underground Railroad?
Yeah, maybe.
Is slavery illegal in New York at this time?
Slavery is banned in New York.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean people don't come through.
No, exactly. I was
also people are in fact sometimes held in slavery privately. Like the idea that Wilkerson is enslaving an old man inside his house is very within the realm of the possible.
Oh. Okay.
So you don't find open use of enslavement that way, but we have cases where we have someone who's listed as a servant and in fact has been enslaved. In other words, they live here. Theoretically, they are an employee who gets paid to work here.
And if Wilkerson is wealthy,
and realistically, they've been effectively enslaved.
And if Wilkerson is wealthy, nothing will be done about it, even if it's brought to light with the police and the judges and all that bullshit. Okay.
Exactly.
So we might have to just murder the shit out of Wilkerson. Especially Graham is probably gonna. He's obviously very Faye is obviously very anti-slave.
Well,
he almost killed that guy.
Yeah.
Just
last session I decided that Faye is a staunch
abolitionist.
Okay.
Much like I like kids, my character's not going to hurt a kid.
Yeah, you may, for instance, you probably have a collection box for the American Anti-Slavery Society or some such.
In your store.
Each week you put in a nickel yourself. You encourage other people to put in a little.
Oh, I put a nickel in
Mm.
every week if Faye encourages me to, because it makes
Yeah,
me
and
look
that-
good for him. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
and-
I don't really know what this is about. I don't say that, but I'm like, I don't know what this is about. But he's like, you
So-
should put a nickel in. I'm like, okay.
So I'm going to get the name of my contact. I'm going to write that name in a note that I'm going to also write, if you want to try, the first step is to offer your services to this person. I'm going to have that note sent to Captain Heyman.
Do you trust him
Okay.
enough to out a member of the Underground Railroad to him?
Yeah.
It's all about faith.
Okay.
It's all about faith that
So you're going to offer
Even
him an
if-
opportunity to begin a path of redemption by
Exactly.
saying
That's
you can.
cool.
Yeah, cool.
That's
I like
really cool. I hope he follows through and he turns out to be an ally. So
Yeah.
we've got to rob the Neptune people of all these books if we can. Deal with Wilkerson. Deal with Samson.
Mhm.
And try to figure out how Neptune Company is actually casting these spells. We've got to translate the fucking Dutch book if we can, or see if the notes have a good enough translation for you guys to do something about it. Okay.
And possibly the Latin as well.
Mhm.
And then we come back to the fundamental question: why are 3 people dead by fire?
Mhm.
And how's it connected to all this shit?
Yep.
Well, that I think is
interesting.
2 weeks out.
Yeah,
is
I
it
can
2
play in
weeks
2
okay with
weeks,
everybody?
I think. That's April,
Works
beginning
for
of
me.
April,
25th.
right?
I'm trying to grab my phone so I can open the
Wait.
calendar.
That'd be April 1st. Oh, April Fool's Day.
Nope, that'd be
wait.
March 25th.
Oh, you're right. You're right. My
25th.
mistake. My mistake. Oh, fuck. My game's on April Fool's Day. Ooh. You guys are going to show up to my game, Sean, and be like, we're not playing Down Darker Trails. Ah, April Fool, we're playing something else.
Hey, whatever.
That would actually be kind of cool thing to do. I don't know if I can pull that together, though, with the way my weeks are going.
April Fools. Here's a character sheet.
Here's a character sheet. We're gender swapping everyone. Blah.
April Fools, you're playing Cthulhu.
That's actually a great
I get to
idea.
actually be Cthulhu?
That's actually a great idea.
It's
to be quite
Cthulhu wearing a cowboy hat on a
Holy
tank.
cool.
honest. Okay.
I'm just going to stay asleep.
Remember, boys, if you need muscle, that's what I'm best at.
Yeah.
I do believe, on a related note, I believe they're doing a 30th anniversary edition of Deadlands.
Ooh.
Which is
That's
not
awesome.
a great game, but a great setting.
Yes.
When the old game I heard was really good with the cards and all the other shit, and then they switched it. They changed all the rules, and
The thing was
less
with the
fun.
cards, it was clunky.
Okay.
It wasn't a great rule set. It was clunky,
The setting is really
But-
cool.
but the fact that you had poker cards and chips on the table in front of you gave it an Old West feel.
Mm-hmm.
So I consider it an influential game in terms of my own theories of design.
Mm-hmm.
Because what it taught me was sometimes a game wants to feel like it plays,
I like the idea of that a lot.
and
But they
that's
got
hard
rid
to
of the
do.
cards, right?
I don't know.
I thought they changed the games after they moved out of box sets and stuff into just hardback books for Deadlands, like a second or third edition.
I don't know.
I understood they changed the rules up, and people were very disappointed.
But Deadlands
I
also
misremember.
had one of the absolutely most brilliant mechanics I've ever seen. Because you have a bag of chips,
Right.
and when you do certain things, you can draw a chip out, which then lets you can cash that chip in to do stuff. When you defeat a monster,
You get chips.
there's not at first, because there's a skill called tail telling.
Oh.
The idea is that you have to use that skill to tell people you did it and lower the ambient fear level.
Okay, I like
And
that.
as you defeat monsters and lower the ambient fear level, you add chips, including chips of greater value, to your bag.
It's a really dark setting, though, isn't
It
it?
is.
Like America's, like the Confederacy is still around. It's bad. It's really bad
But what
between
the game
villages.
uses what the game uses is a fear level, basically.
Okay.
Because the monsters come through from these deadlands, some areas are inherently more frightening,
Okay.
and the difficulty of making a fear check goes up depending on where you are. The thing is, your actions can change that. So if you enter into these Deadlands and you defeat a monster and you tell people that it has been done, the fear level goes down.
Which gives power to the good guys.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
That's a very cool idea.
It's not Lovecraftian horror because it's a horror you can and are expected to do something about.
There is a scenario that's based on Lovecraft stuff called Adios Amigo. It's one of their dime novels. It's a little tiny folio. It's got a big half of it's fiction, and the second half is the scenario where you find this town and the Amigo are hanging out there. So,
I remember playing Deadlands once many years ago with a guy who was just fantastic, and I was playing as a mad scientist. And the thing about the mad scientist is they are genuinely insane. So it was like one part of the game. Our basically started out with a mission of we need to move a wagon filled with weapons and explosives to a group of rebels who are fighting some evil thing. And they're like, okay, well, who's going to drive this wagon? Because if someone shoots it, it's going to explode. It's like, I'll do it. Like, aren't you afraid of that? No, because part of my character's thing was his weapon of choice was a ghost rock flamethrower. And part of his madness was the fact that fire was his friend. So if the weapons exploded, it wouldn't hurt him. He had no actual protection, by the way. He was just fucking nuts.
It'd be fine. I love that. That's amazing.
He was just fucking nuts. If it blew up, I'd actually blow up.
That's great.
But, that's the point. That's the way the game is. You can even play as a zombie, essentially.
I always liked the concept. I never got to play it. I played it once at a convention, but there was some assholes playing the game. I didn't have much fun. So I didn't blame the game. I blamed convention RPGs are always like,
it's crapshoot.
Hit or miss. Yeah, it's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
We're going to end the stream real quick. We can keep talking if you guys want for a few minutes, but bye. We're going to end the stream. Thanks for coming. We'll be seeing you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.